Hey, and welcome to D4, where I, Devan,
And I, Dustin,
co-DM a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition game.
Woo!
Woo! Yay.
Session 21.
Bum, bum, bum.
Dun dun dun. So, reminder that those who donate 5,000 bits tonight get a signed artwork poster from the wonderful and amazing Marquis Chancey. We love them so much; they are incredible. Also, anyone who once we hit 15k bits, we are going to be giving away a D4 shot glass. If we hit 25k bits, we're going to be giving away a D4 pint glass. And if we somehow get a whopping 100k bits in one episode, we will be releasing both session zeros.
Yes, part 1 and part 2.
So good.
Also, remember to subscribe, and that is subscribing to the twitch.tv/RockPunchATL channel. And remember to resubscribe if you're part of the Twitch Prime. At 150 subscribers, we're giving away this super awesome Dungeons & Dragons Adventure Outlines adult coloring book illustrated by Todd James. Let's go to this page.
Wow, that one's awesome.
That's good.
You literally have never found a bad page.
As well as a Tiamat pin from the 1980s Dungeons & Dragons animated cartoon.
The best guy.
Also, at 300 subscribers, it's another way to unlock the session zeros.
Yep. Also, want to remind everyone to donate to our charity of choice, which is Extra Life. We are raising money for Children's Healthcare of Atlanta to give kids a chance of a life of adventure, and through Dungeons & Dragons as well, and other tabletop games. For more information about our goals and rewards, they can be found at our donation page, which is extra-life.org/participant/D4-DND.
It's long, but you can find more links to that on our social media pages.
Yep.
And if you love our show and want to see where we play, come check out our favorite game store, Meeple Madness, Monday through Saturday. The place is really amazing. In Flowery Branch. And speaking of, you see another person at the table. This is Dave Lapata. He is the owner of Meeple Madness. And he's returning with us this week with Blaven the Unwashable.
Ooh, so fun.
And with that, we're going to head to our sponsors, where I think we're finishing up a Mad Lib story.
Are we? Oh my God.
Are you prepared?
Yes,
Get it?
Patrick Logan?
I am very prepared.
Are we?
Yes, it is. This is Patrick Logan with D&D Beyond. Yes, it is. Hey, friends. I asked you to give me some more stuff for the Mad Libs, the little journey that our Water Ganassi are going on right now, and you did that, and I appreciate it. Dustin, can I get some music, please?
You can.
More music to set the mood.
I'm scared.
I'm always scared at this table.
When we last left our companions, the great drow wizard, Narcissus, emerged from the ocean and cast Narcissus' necrotic night upon them. What will they do now that they are ensorcelled into it? That's fine, keep that. Usually, in any case, this would be a death, this would be the end. But they are Water Ganassi. Drowning is literally not an option. It is impossible for it to happen to them. They can breathe underwater, and so they keep their cool nerves. Alar Tempest, the gunsmith, consults his birds for directions, performing birdmancy, which is essentially releasing, kind of tossing them outside and just letting them find land that way. Go, my minions! Surf Subdude, which is not Surf Sopdot, as I have been told, it's a play on words, mans the first crow's nest and shouts directions down as he peers through the darkness. And Bastion Crawleg mans the other crow's nest that they had built and shouts encouragement to all of them. Popo the cook purifies an entire cow quickly into a meat smoothie to keep everyone strong. Captain Salty barks orders and gives her crew directions while single-handedly pulling down the mainmast with unforeseen strength that you didn't know this 5-foot body had, while Talos uses her skills to manipulate water to cut anything that comes close to them, even if it's not necessary. Alaya moves through the darkness with second sight, maneuvering the ship if she can control the water herself, with a jaunty tune on her lips, and he does. And Kelp is always where he needs to be. Always, you never see his legs move. And the storm that would have destroyed anyone else, they make their way through it. Calm music, if we have it.
Of course we have it. It's Sirenscape.
Sirenscape. And as they survive the night, they find themselves suddenly on a bridge on a chain of islands. The sky is clear blue. There are seagulls in the sky chirping about, or they would have been if Alar had not stunned one out of the sky and now found himself a new pet.
Can't trust seagulls.
Captain Salty looks around and says, I know exactly where we are. We're in Ogilier's archipelago. Thank you, Shadrick Dagar. Well off their main course on a bakery they wanted to hit at Waterdeep. But I know we're here. It's named Ogilier's archipelago after Ogilier the explorer, who literally crash-landed on all 7 islands. It's a complete accident that this place was found, but here we are. Strange, that. But Carlia, given her noble background, consults her ancient history and says, this belonged to a group called the Racelik. Shadrick Dagar, once again. An extinct nomadic race of shapeshifters. They built a series of temples here. Word has it they could shift like the waters themselves, and even summon foul beasts from the depths. And Surf Subdued suddenly came to mind. Yeah, there's a treasure here. Legendary treasure called Call the Kraken. Does exactly what it says. Calls the Kraken. It's a horn, so it makes sense. And as soon as he heard this, Captain Salty demanded Talos bend down and put her on her shoulders so that everyone in the crew could see her. Crew, we have a new mission. We're going to find the Call of the Kraken, even if it kills us, and it might. I'll be honest, this is the second crew that I've had. First one, but I don't believe they had your gumption. Bastion Crawley's, we love you! We love you so much! But they get to work and start traveling through Ogilier's archipelago. He made that purposely. Shitty. They, as the archipelago is known to found, do crash land on several islands, but suddenly they find an ancient temple in the shape of a kraken itself. But as they depart and begin to move out, preparing themselves, suddenly 7 skeletons arise from the sand, along with 2 seemingly water elemental creatures come along from the side. You have stumbled across the ancient tomb of... Suddenly a voice comes from the temple. Sing the song I taught you!
Oh, dear.
There's a pause as the skeletons look towards another. You have come... No, sing the song! I brought you back from the dead. I'm your daddy. Daddy demands a song. Do it now! The skeletons sigh to one another and then begin jigging slightly back and forth. We're Nestrosis nautical naughties. And we're gonna fuck you up. We're fans of alliteration and we're full of consternation and we're gonna make you not wake up. This implies that you're dead. That's the implication of the song. Continue with the song, please. Nestrux is nautical naughties. So hot, we'll say it again. And you're all gonna die and we'll never lie because we don't tolerate shenanigans. The word is shenanigans! Shenanigans, it's clever. You're embarrassing me in front of my nemesis, Sigh. The Nestros' nemesis, Sigh. Fuck it. Hello, bitches! Nestros rises from the sand and summons his water weirds alongside them. Oh, you fallen into my clever trap! Oh, you never expected singing and dancing skeletons, did you? No one expects them! But that's not all I have up my sleeves, oh no! As he puffs his poofy sleeves outward, he says, I'm going to cast a spell on you. Snestros is naughty no-no, and it makes you sad. It makes you so sad! Oh my god! And as he casts the spell out, suddenly, Kelp, the quartermaster, appears and takes it all upon himself.
No!
And a single tear rolls down his face. And as Nestros watches, I made this awkward. I made this so awkward. Okay. I'm gonna go in the temple and just kill them. I'm sorry. That was bad. I feel bad. I'm gonna go now. And he rushes into the temple. And battle is upon them as the skeletons charge and our fabled water genasi meet them head on. And what I need from you?
Oh God.
Oh no.
I need you to give me the name and description of every single special attack that our crew has.
Oh God.
Everyone's got a special attack. Everyone's got a special ability. Could be a spell you can make in D&D Beyond. If yours is too weird and too strange, describe it to me in Twitter. But every one of the members of this crew needs a special attack. And one other thing, what is the trap in this temple?
Exciting.
Also, everybody who's contributed something that I've mentioned, I will repost that on Twitter. I've been meaning to do that. But once again, thank you so much. You guys are making this a blast to write and do. And you're really, it's been super fun. Thank you so much for participating.
Awesome.
What were the skeletons called? Nestros' naughty
The
nauticals?
skeletons were Nestros' nautical naughties.
Nestros is not so naughty.
D&D Beyond.
Look
D&D
forward,
Beyond!
So good.
look forward to that on a shirt, hopefully.
So cool. So modern.
So cool, yeah.
Speaking of amazing nautically themed things, allow me to tell you a little bit about Beetle and Grimm's new product that came out. It has shipped. It is
Hat
the
shipped.
Silver Edition
Ooh.
Sinister Ghosts of Saltmarsh box.
It is
So
so
it comes
awesome.
in this lovely sack, and then
Ooh.
and you get this really pretty box that also actually mimics an item that you find during the course of your adventures. So that's like a 2-for-1. But it is filled with all sorts of really cool stuff, including encounter cards that hang on the DM screen
that
so
a
that
baby?
you can show your peeps what they're fighting and have all of the stats to hand. There are super cool text props.
Wow.
That's so pretty.
There's like a bunch of them, and I was super excited. We have this lovely map.
So awesome.
Is it right side up?
Of the styes, yes.
Yes, of the styes. Ooh. And it's actually really good quality paper, too,
Yes.
which I was
that a
very
shirt?
impressed with.
It looks
Because as you can tell, I am not gentle on maps. Whatever. And there's, you can fix that? Thank you. And, okay, I gotta look. Tharza Dune's Holy Symbol Pin is one of the jewelry pieces that are contained. And this thing is actually really heavy duty, and it has the 2 things on the back, so it doesn't like spin in a circle.
I take.
No,
Can I look?
no, you'll keep it. Okay, yeah. But anyways, that is the Silver Edition box that has come out for Ghosts of Saltmarsh. They also have released the pre-order for the Platinum Edition box for the Descent into Avernus. Is that right?
Avernus.
Avernus.
You put the
Potato,
wrong,
I'll get it right
the
someday.
wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Yeah, well, this is what I'm working with. So, that has opened up for pre-order. You should be aware they're only making 1,000 of those, and they're already getting close to selling out. So go to beetleandgrims.com and take a look at it. I highly recommend it. I, as you can see, have the Silver Edition box, and I have ordered the Platinum Edition box. They are fabulous products. Sign on, get yours, and join me in the awesomeness.
Woot.
Uh-oh.
Hello,
It's her.
and welcome to D4. Is it time for yet another sponsor? I think it is. So our latest sponsor is
Eldritch.
Foundry. Eldritch.
I always say Eldritch.
Right?
Eldritch.
Eldritch.
There's a CH at the end.
No one's ever corrected me. Even the last time I did this. Well, that just ruins my whole thing. Eldritch
Uh-huh.
Foundry.
What is Eldritch Foundry?
Well,
Eldritch.
Oh my God.
Spread it.
Well, While we all say it differently, they still do the same thing regardless. They are a customizable miniature company who 3D prints minis in insanely high quality. And their Kickstarter is over. That's exciting though, because they raised $513,000.
That's amazing.
Awesome.
I don't know the percentages, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot.
That got them all the way to their second to last stretch goal. It
Incredible.
was really impressive.
I'm very impressed. Also, not surprised because their high quality minis are completely worth it. And they are designing their character creators based off of styles of old school RPG game creators, like Baldur's Gate, Planescape Torment, Skyrim, and more, which creates a fun, immersive world-building experience while you create your dream mini. They're also partnering with your local friendly game store to have a tablet station for players that are created in store and or shipped to the store to get free shipping.
Love it.
And the game store receives profits from it. So it helps everyone involved. More fun tidbits, they will be at Gen Con, which is August 1st through the 4th, 2019.
That's my birthday.
They will be doing live printing of all the orders they've received so far at Gen Con. So that is pretty
It's
Good thing
gonna be
I was about to
amazing.
say that. I understand. People are not impatient. People are not patient anymore. I started to say they are impatient, and then decided to not say like they're not patient, and then it's just kind of like, you know. I don't know who hired me on for this.
If you like what you're
A
seeing,
genius.
if you like what you're seeing and you love the show, make sure you check out RockPunch. They're the people who make it possible. They're awesome, and they're here every day making sure this show. Well, not every day. They're here every Sunday making sure this show happens. But they're always doing stuff on their YouTube and their Twitch and their Discord, which you can join right now. If you scroll down, you can look and see the D4 social. You can see all sorts of different stuff. Please, by all means, if you like what we do here, you should absolutely check out RockPunch, and you can check them out either RockPunch ATL on Twitch or RockPunch on YouTube.
Real quick, along those lines, yesterday I filmed an episode of Trashed Crafts with Bunny that will be airing on RockPunch, and it is going to be fabulous. We drank car bombs, and then we made sock puppets.
Oh, God.
So I
God.
highly recommend you give it a watch when it comes out. It's brilliant. There might have been crowns involved. I can't go on.
Unrelated, but I'm going to put it in there anyways. If you like creepy horror stuff, every Wednesday I record an episode of Court on the Macabre at twitch.tv/tigerwizard, which you can listen to on Spotify or iTunes.
Yay!
Okay, so at d4dnd.com, we got merch, and I happen to be wearing a shirt. One of our best shirts, and like the first one that we made. So we have a bunch
Super
of
soft.
stuff there. There's a commercial that airs during the break. It shows you a lot of the stuff that's on there, and just keep your eye out on the shop because I don't know, we may put something new up there sometimes without telling y'all. See what happens. Just plop that down right there and let y'all have it. But anyway, I think it's about that time.
Oh, is it? No?
Well,
Oh, one other thing.
Oh?
I just want to say Shedrick Dagar at Shedrick Dagar and Zergrat at King Zergrat were the ones who gave me the ideas for that, so thank you for that.
Oh, wonderful. Excellent.
without further ado, let us immerse ourselves into the chronicles of D4.
And we're back. Last time,
Wait, with that.
on a delightful date in devilish deviance,
It was Harold.
Seisha went on a date with the wonderful and intriguing Gariel. With the paladin all dressed up, looking more feminine than usual thanks to the help of V, she heads off alone for the night. Or so she thought. Voss, having engagements of his own that required his attendance, sent the large noblewoman on a stealth mission with Renair, to tail the date to make sure Seisha's safety was intact. He would have sent Harold, however, Harold was plastered thanks to a cursed drinking tankard that he acquired at the Hag's Hut a few days ago. Vinley, seeing an opportunity to finally relax, found herself consumed by the bottom of a bottle as well. Voss eventually locked them away downstairs in a training room where they spent most of their night chasing each other and playing silly games with marbles before passing out on each other half-dressed.
Solid move.
After picking Gariel up from her disheveled establishment, they found themselves at the Singing Sword, a popular tavern due to the signature turtle soup and the magical black Nethri blade that sings when held aloft. They spent the next hour getting to know each other with no expense spared, all paid for by the lovely red-headed vixen. Meanwhile, Renair had to split off for his own important endeavors, while V tried to sneak into the back door of the restaurant. After being stopped by the head of the back of the house, she makes her way through the front, nearly having her identity exposed by the host when he recognized her. Seisha was taken by surprise when Gariel arranged for her to be the one who would hold the sword next at the start of the coming hour.
During this time, Voss makes his way to the Jade Dancer in the Southern Ward to meet with a group that smuggled him back into the city after finding himself at the end of a manhunt for assaulting a city guard after fleeing a crime scene. Upon arrival to the fest hall known for its wonderful escorts, Voss meets up with a familiar half-orcish woman, solidifying the allegations that Yagra and Davil are working together. However, in Davil's place momentarily is a man whose every inch of skin is covered in tattoos. A snarky, take-no-shit elven man titled Blaven the Unwashable. They exchange cynical and snide remarks before getting into an intimidation challenge as they stared daggers at each other, unmoved and unfazed, while an escort tried to distract the other.
Boys.
Soon after, Davil returns to discuss business privately in a room that he has bought for the night. Over the next 30 minutes or so, he informs Voss and Blaven that they will be working together on their own manhunt, as they look for a serial killer on the loose in the dock ward that's targeting elves. Davil has no care for how it's done, only that it gets done because it's hard to conduct his business with the streets so cluttered with active city watch. He gives them the last 3 locations where the bodies were found: the Bloody Fist, the Thirsty Sailor, and the Sleeping Wench, after settling the deal with a drink. Voss and Blaven then make their way back to Renair Neverember's abode.
After a lovely dinner at the Singing Sword, Gariel takes Seisha on a history tour of the city, while V follows in the shadows. She spends the time showing her wonderful sights, such as the 2 of the Stone Titans, Pierre Geron's Palace and Agaran's Tower, where Gariel urges Seisha to have some fun by rattling some old bones of a thief caught in the exterior warding spell of the first Open Lord's Tower. After Seisha timidly refuses, the date continues to the Trades Ward, where they stop by the Zor Star to look at history preserved on the pages of a city map, founding Deed of Waterdeep, First Code Legal, and letters of the First Lord's Alliance. V nearly makes her presence known by bumping into a few people and finding a few places to hide in the still fairly busy Trades Ward streets.
Eventually, the 3 find themselves at the most prestigious inn and spa in all of Waterdeep, the Jade Jug. Seisha is taken back by the beauty of the country club-style venue as she is greeted and treated with the dignity and respect of a queen. V finds herself in the predicament of having to try and pass off as her mother in a place that announces your entry with name and title. However, the ruse just barely failed as she is announced into the foyer as into the palatial building as Vio Miliana Gathala. Gariel has fun watching V struggle to stay hidden by choosing to converse and entertain a gentleman caller she has no interest in being around. After everyone is made aware that the Goliath has been known about since the entrance at the Singing Sword, the three make their way to the Hedge Maze Garden, where Gariel then gives V the slip and asks Seisha for a gift. And the gift is a kiss in favor for the date. Seisha's reluctance was respected, and instead they waited to see how long it would take V to find her way out.
At the mansion, Vinley is awoken by Voss's return after falling to the floor. To her surprise, the party had a new visitor in the house, who was also an elf. Upon brief meetings and Voss trying to explain the past few hours and the coming day, Vinley makes her way with a heavy headache to the kitchen to follow Blaven. And that is where we start tonight's episode.
Oh, I've got burlap in my eye.
So as you are going through the pantry and the icebox, finding whatever you want for a late night meal,
I just need something light.
There's a lot of cheese.
easy enough to find. Yeah,
A lot of cheese.
for some reason they like cheese.
There's a big foot-shaped hole through one of the doors.
I avoid that one.
It's foot cheese. You know it smells good. It smells like feet.
You know it's good. It tastes good. It just smells like feet.
No, you are never picking out the cheese.
I turn to you while he's rummaging through the pantry and say, "You recognize anything on him?"
Do I recognize anything on him?
They're all arcane. You know that immediately, but you can roll some
Arcana.
if you would like to know specifically.
Nice. 21.
21.
You actually do recognize.
Tell me all your secrets.
You actually recognize several spells that are carved and tattooed on his skin.
Like, when you say carved, like tattoo
Tattooed.
carved?
Tattoo carved.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
There's
like
a
not,
thing.
not
Scarring.
Yeah, it's not scarring. It is tattooed.
And it freaks
Poor
me
choice of
out.
words.
Do I recognize any spells of...
One
Important.
second.
I'll tell
I
you
am
the
waiting.
ones you notice.
while the game buffers?
Good.
It's loading
all
the
of
world.
All of it is just prestidigitation.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Varying levels of prestidigitation.
You see, kind of going up the neck and up towards the back of the bald head, you see the spell mending
Oh.
tattooed there. On the
Ironic
forearm, like
Approval of the
here
spell
and
choice.
both here as he's rummaging, you actually see the incantation of dancing lights. And then up the neck and actually tattooed around the mouth is the incantation for friends.
Ironic.
That is not a,
But also around
that is not a
the
friendly spell.
charm person.
Throw that out there.
Okay. Oh.
Do you have your hawk with you currently?
No, he's in the room.
Got it. But he is in the room?
Yes.
Okay.
His room upstairs.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, my room upstairs.
Got it.
I mean,
They're all spells.
yeah.
So he's a mage of some sort.
It seems like it.
But
Hello.
they're not all, just so you know, not all the tattoos are spells.
Oh.
Just
Some of them are
intricate,
spells.
in like weaved in the tattoos.
the-
You also see like what appears to be like a mountainscape across part of him, which could be part of a map. There's other, but just to be like random scribbles of notes. You can't quite make out what it is. But
Parts of ritual circles that you can't see the full incantation of to
Okay.
make out and things like that.
Hi, Blaven.
Oh, hello.
Um,
You are?
I'm Vinley. We met upstairs.
All right.
How long? No. Where are you from?
I don't know that we actually know each other well enough to talk about that right now.
That's fair. Where's
And
he
it is
from?
actually kind of late. And we've got a big day tomorrow, don't we, boss?
That doesn't bother me.
Yes. Let's put a pin in this conversation for another time. I'm going to wait for Seisha. Would you escort our guest to his room quickly?
I can find my way.
Please.
I'd like to see which room you chose.
That's not awkward at all. Come on.
I take back my stalking position on the couch, but I'm watching them both out of the periphery.
I forget where I was left.
I dragged you to your
You're in
room.
your bed. Yeah, you
Go.
were taken to your room.
Cool.
Still fully clothed. Well,
Well,
as
no.
much as you were.
What's left?
Yeah.
You've got your pants on.
Yeah. At least they're not.
Around your ankles.
They're not.
Oh, you chose this one. Okay. Good night, I guess, since you don't want to talk.
The wistful look away.
I close the door behind me.
Perfect. I walk to my room.
Okay.
Fuck.
Anything else that you're doing?
I will cast
Please don't.
that spell on Savard,
Got
and
it.
then I will take 10 minutes to identify the wand that I got off of the phony.
Yes, the silver wand that has a
Blue flame.
metal, silver wand that has a spiral that cascades down the full length of it that ends in what looks almost like a blue flame gem at the end.
That's hot.
Is
It's a teardrop that kind of flares a little bit.
What is if you put your hand on it?
instantly comes to you as a spell that you know and use quite often. It is a wand of magic missile.
That is really good.
How does this work? How many charges? And does
You
it
get seven
recharge?
7 charges a day.
And
We're
How
gonna
many,
store
how many
it.
charges a day?
7. And it restores
Gatling
1
gun.
Yeah.
plus a d6 every
Just
day.
put a crank on the side and just.
We'll add it to your character sheet now.
Oh my god, yeah, that's right. I forgot I don't have to write everything anymore.
Thank you, D&D
Oh, yeah,
Beyond.
no, it's not.
D&D Beyond.
It is literally a flame.
Yep.
My beat.
I'm so lit for this. People are about to get a 9th level spell to the face. All charges, all at once.
you know through your identify, if you expend all charges, you then have to add a game, have to roll a d20 to see if the wand is rendered inert or not. So
That's cool. Oh,
So
bitch is
my
about to
plan
die.
is to stay awake and hopefully hear when the other people come home, and then
Okay.
I'm going to use that as an opportunity to bring my plate back downstairs.
Kill
Okay.
all of
got
them.
it.
Gee, I'm gonna get to meet you.
You're so smooth.
Go ahead and make a perception check, or you can use your passive if you would like.
My passive perception is a 12.
It's 43.
You should be able to refresh and it should be there.
Okay.
Thanks, D&D Beyond.
But I rolled an 8.
roll an 8. Okay,
But I also have a hawk.
true.
Fair.
If you would like your hawk to make that passive, or your perception, then that is fine. It is about an hour later, boss, that V and Seisha, you end your night with a carriage ride shared with Gariel back to Neverember Mansion. With a quick and polite goodnight, she gives you a wink before heading off back down south.
Wait, did I figure out that they left?
We waited
You-
for you to get out of
Oh,
the
You guys- you guys, you are already, all three of you made your way back.
Okay.
You made your way. It took you about somewhere between 7 and 8 minutes. It wasn't a hard hedge maze, but it is. You were more so concerned about your friend than trying to get out. And then you finally found the exit, and you see that they are waiting on you. And with that, Gariel asks for you all to get into the carriage so that she can take you home. You find yourself back entering the Neverember Mansion. And the main floor seems nearly empty, with everyone but Voss returned to their bed for the evening. And sitting and waiting for you is him.
Hi.
Evening.
How was your night?
Eventful.
What happened?
If you are waiting, you do hear them enter.
Okay. I'll walk downstairs with my
Are
plate.
Harold and Bentley okay? Well, hi. Hi.
Oh, hello.
That's Blaven.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Seisha.
Nice to meet you, Seisha.
Nice to meet you.
I'm upstairs.
Am I in the room?
Yeah, you also entered the
Okay.
foyer.
Hello.
And there's
What?
Is this a friend of
You,
yours?
no Renard?
I'm
Or...
Blaven.
You know.
Okay.
I love your tattoos.
Why, thank you.
Those are really interesting.
Thank you.
He's with the Zentaro.
Why?
Oh,
Well, we prefer the other name.
Understood. Fair enough.
So...
Doom
These are the
Raiders.
people who got me back into the city.
Oh, okay. You're Gabrielle's friend then.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay. Well, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I owe them a favor, and we're here to collect it.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm here to help. He's not indebted to me.
Right. Okay.
So what's the favor?
I think we'll need to discuss that in the morning.
Sure.
But I hope you don't have any plans for the day tomorrow, because we're going to be busy.
Well, I guess I'll just have to clear my calendar. I have so much planned. Gosh, so inconvenient.
Were you gonna go out with that guy you were talking to tonight?
No.
Okay, good, because I did not like him.
Yeah,
He was sleazy.
sure. I'm gonna go. And I go upstairs to my room. I'm just uncomfortable. And I hate when I have to explain I'm being sarcastic.
I got it. I don't acknowledge it.
So, how was your night? You said it was eventful? Oh, okay.
I had to go meet them, so I needed to leave the house. I didn't tell you because I knew you were meeting Gabrielle.
Okay, so you lied to me instead.
Yes. I didn't realize the extent of your oaths. So I can't have you lie for me.
Okay,
And I don't trust Gabrielle.
sure. Well, I'm going to bed. I'll see you in the morning. It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I'm not angry. I'm disappointed.
Head upstairs to her room.
Okay.
And pull out a piece of paper and start writing a letter.
Okay.
Why'd you pick that moment to tell the truth?
I don't know. I don't know why I do a lot of the things I do around her. You need to sleep.
Well, technically not, but I understand what you're saying.
I stalk off to my room.
Okay.
Is there indoor plumbing? I remember.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so as boss walks by, I come walking out with blood all over my hands. Hey, boss. And I start washing my hands. And I come back out. Okay. Identify. And I'll close my door.
Okay.
I don't know what that means. I fucking hate magic so much. I sleep disturbed for the night.
Okay.
I'll also head up to my room.
Got it. All right.
I make note of what room he's staying at then, and I try to wake up as early as possible while still getting full night's sleep.
Can be done. Everybody goes to bed. Everybody rests. No, you all wake at various hours of the morning to a house without Renere. It seems as though he hasn't returned. Vinley and Harold, you wake with heavy hangovers and pulsating headaches and blurry vision. The lights and sounds dance around like a painful fog in your mind. And Vinley, you remember touches of the night before, like a string of images, enough that you remember most of what happened but none of the details of exactly what or why. Harold, you awaken to only pain, and you cannot remember anything.
Earl, shield me with your wings. The sun's in my eye.
When you guys eventually make your way to the kitchen,
If I am up, one thing. If I get up first, I go immediately to Harold's room and I pound on the door.
you're awakened by a pounding, throbbing headache that seems to mimic this sound that's echoing through your room.
Oh, what is that? Oh, is the house falling apart? Fuck you, house, I'm sleeping!
The door is unlocked, I enter.
Did you lock it?
Yeah, I don't think you locked it.
Oh, it's boss! Oh. Oh.
Close the door behind me. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm feeling so refreshed. Why were you taking a gavel to my door?
Do you remember anything from last night?
Yeah, I remember.
I remember taking a drink from the mug.
And that's it?
Yep. We gotta get rid of that thing.
Apparently.
I can't be having amazing drunken nights where I somehow lose my shirt but keep the pants. That's backwards. And I don't understand. I can't just be like not having the stories afterwards. We gotta burn that thing.
Yeah,
right after I take one more drink out of it.
That's...
I'm pretty thirsty right now. I could use some water.
Harold? And you don't remember the conversation we had last night? Just say no if you don't.
No.
You know there's someone in jail holding my place.
Oh shit, did I say that out loud?
You did.
Did I say that out loud in front of people I shouldn't have?
I don't think anyone else caught it except me.
Dude, it's like a stroke of fate. Way to go. Some other asshole took it.
Sure. In any case, no mention of this to anyone, especially not to Seisha.
Yeah, of course not. That would be an idiot to tell people that. Oh, right. I said that last night.
Just making sure.
Yeah, no, I'm on the same page. The people don't need to know that stuff.
We're going to have a bit of a day ahead of us today, and
Oh, no.
you may be in a bit of danger, so I need you to wake up quickly.
Okay.
Also, since you don't remember, there is a man staying with us, an elf. His name is Blaven.
Did I bring him here?
No, I brought
That
him
name
here.
sounds fake.
Probably. He's Blaven the Unwashable, and I hate him.
Was he a marker?
You know what? Yes. Ask him about it.
I will.
Inquire about it. Tell him the pants story.
Oh,
Tell
man.
him all about those pants you have.
You don't like him, do you? Did you see Harold actually shrink a little bit? I'll run interception for you, bud. Don't worry about it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh. Earl, you
explain
still
more.
here?
I'll
Probably out.
explain more as we eat. Just come down when you're ready.
Okay.
I leave.
Earl, he's gone now.
I'm in the kitchen.
Yeah, everybody wakes up respectfully as you all enter. There's a note that sits on the kitchen counter. It reads,
Good morrow. I hope the day has greeted you warmly. There is brine berry for both Harold and Vinley in the icebox. Should stave away the effects of the impish behavior from last night. Feel free to raid the pantry for the morning's meal. I'll be occupied for the next day, but come tomorrow, I think we should talk about future endeavors. Cordially, Renair.
Can I get into the kitchen first in my usual habit of going and making breakfast for everyone?
Sure.
All right. I see that, and I'm going to walk over to the icebox, and I'm going to take that stuff out, and I'm going to stick it in a cabinet and close the cabinet.
Why?
Don't learn our lesson.
I'm the next one up, right?
Huh?
I'm the next one up with my elf.
Yep.
I'm gonna start looking for tomato juice, lemon juice, salt, pepper, smoked paprika, horseradish,
Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire
Oh
sauce,
my god, you
Worcestershire.
become
and
Bloody
hot
Mary.
sauce, and I'm gonna make a Bloody Mary.
Worcestershire.
I come plodding down the stairs, just.
Well, as you look into the copper-lined insulated wooden chest, you find 2 large glass jars filled with a single round berry sunk at the bottom of an herb-infused bright green translucent liquid.
That's what you find, Seisha.
Yep. And you hide them in the pantry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Behind some cheese.
Well, I'll probably be the last one down, I'm assuming. If anybody else has any thing, I'm just gonna clod down the stairs. Just like, you just see the hand slap around the corner first, and Harold like pulls himself in. Black hair all like messy and all over the place. I go right over to the cabinet and pour myself a shot and take it.
Alright.
Where's my mug?
Make a con save at disadvantage.
I don't have my mug with me.
He threw his
right.
the mug got
Oh,
hit.
right.
Yeah,
right.
I'm trying to
Oh,
figure
right.
out where it is now.
Oh, right.
But I need that shot before I do.
12 for breakfast.
Okay.
I mean, it's an okay breakfast.
Yeah, it's serviceable.
Kinda like,
It's like a hotel continental breakfast.
yeah, like I take a bite of the bacon. It sounds crispy as I want it. It's a little soggy, and I'm like, I put it down.
I'm such a noble.
I eat it.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat heartily.
Harold, Venley, how you feeling?
Oh, you're so
Ow.
loud.
wrong?
I got a headache.
Oh.
I drank a little last night.
Poor thing. What did we learn?
I gotta get rid of that mug.
Oh, that's a good answer. I'm gonna run over and get the potion out of the pantry. Here you go.
What's that?
It's from Renair.
What does it smell like?
You hit that?
It is
Needed to make
very
sure they learned their
sharp,
lesson.
scented, very vinegary.
It doesn't smell like I want to
That's for
drink
both
it.
of you, so don't drink all of it yourself.
There's 2.
No, there's 2.
Oh, there's 2. There you go.
And
One
at
for
the
each of
bottom, there's a berry.
I will drink it down and eat the berry.
Go.
And I'll wait.
That's
See what it
smart.
does to you.
You go to drink, and you find yourself stopping, and you're looking around.
Station, hold him down.
This doesn't feel right without my mug.
Gonna hold him down, apparently.
Okay. Are you fighting it?
No, I'm so
Okay, you just-
tired and angry.
Blaven?
You see
You walk into this.
as they're like shoving me down to the ground. I'm like, oh, you must be Blaven.
Yes.
Hey, man.
Give me that arm! Give me that arm!
No, just give me the mug.
Open his mouth.
No.
Drink, drink,
Are you fighting that?
drink.
Okay, if you're fighting that, then you guys gonna have
Yeah.
to make
So you both make athletics checks.
I'm gonna start rubbing.
They're both helping each other. Should I roll a
nice.
disadvantage?
No, you roll regular.
Adam's apple.
18.
Make him swallow.
Okay. You
18.
rolled 1. You roll as 1.
Oh, wow.
Oh no!
Turns out he has a spectacular gag reflex.
Did you both get 18s?
Yeah, we
Oh
did.
yeah. You're
Open your mouth!
I will bite you.
I go,
slap
go
his foot.
down to the pit and I get his mug.
okay.
We don't have time for that.
Open your mouth! Open your mouth!
Hey,
Hey, boy.
hey.
Boy, you want a drink?
I place the mug on the counter. Until we have a better solution to this.
Why don't we take him to get his curse removed?
We have a busy day today.
Let me go.
No! Not till you drink the drink.
I'm gonna.
Drink the drink.
I'm looking at the mug.
Sasha, please let him up.
I'm ready to do it. I gotta meet Blaven, and I gotta sit between him and Voss. That's a must.
Please.
Gets up, walks over to the counter, picks up a plate of breakfast, walks into the living room, and starts eating.
Okay.
I push your mug towards you.
So what's the curse?
The mug, I guess, makes me drunk. Oh, I really want to feel
We're
better.
really going to need him sober for tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And technically, we don't really have much to do during the day other than plan.
Can you go without drinking?
I could, I guess.
Go without for a bit then, and try to stave
man.
yourself off.
Oh, my head's killing me though. I can really, it's like it's right there. That berry looks awesome.
In any case,
Finish it. Drink the other one.
You're gonna drink both?
No, I drink
Oh.
my Bloody
I was
Mary
about to say,
and my
it's like,
potion.
damn.
I was like, that is cold!
Hey, you're not having
So
it.
it's sour and bitter.
He's eating hot cakes.
Yes. And the
This is worse than the Bloody
the
Mary.
berry at the end has the texture of like a boba tea tapioca ball.
I hate that. Like a little slime ball.
But as soon as you bite and eat this brine berry, whatever it may be, your headache starts to fade. Your vision becomes less blurred, and you feel fine.
Worth it.
Yep.
Worth it.
in any case,
So pragmatically, how easy would it be to remove a curse? Does it just take money around here? What's the...
I mean,
Pretty much, yeah.
If you don't have the spell remove curse,
Sure.
you go and buy.
How much did I pay for mine?
90 silver, or 90 gold.
Okay.
we don't. Yeah.
So what is it we're doing? I'm still on the floor. I've not.
This
moved.
is Blaven.
I-
He works with Davil. Davil and his crew are the ones who got me back into the city, and I'm repaying this favor. But this actually does concern all of us in this group. Dock wards are being plagued by a serial killer who targets specifically people with elvish heritage, it seems.
I remember that.
How do they feel about half elves there, buddy?
You're a potential victim as well, my friend.
Fun times. Glad we're in this boat together.
We're going to investigate, and if we find them, kill them bring them to the guard, whatever. We report this to the watch. It serves Davil's purposes, and it gets the watch out of the docks wards. So, do you have anything to add to that, Laven?
Well, we know 3 locations where the last folks have been killed. 3 bars. Typically happens at night. We don't have a lot of details on how they were killed, other than there doesn't seem to be a big struggle, as I recall. So the killer seems to be pretty crafty, pretty quick, and at least one of them was a pretty seasoned fighter that they took down. So.
Did they appear to be killed through magical means or actual...
Who's that talking in the other room?
You know who it is. Don't start with me.
Should we all go to the living room?
No, it's fine.
Okay, this is not awkward at all.
Just being difficult.
I think it's me being difficult.
I don't know anymore. I'm just eating hot
Laven,
cakes.
please.
I'm like
continue.
honestly not really paying attention to any of you. I'm just kind of not in the mood, you know?
Yeah.
It's too early.
Eating hot cakes.
I don't have any details on whether it was magic or not, but we know it was quick.
So, I think the fastest way to do it's morning right now, so we have time until night falls. We have 3 people with Elvish heritage in this party.
Who?
Really? Is that what we're doing?
Really?
We're gonna do that?
Sorry. It was a joke.
In any case,
You took your hair.
I mean, I speak
still.
Elvish.
there are 3 bars that the murders took place in. We can accomplish 2 things by investigating each of the bars and splitting into 3 groups.
Okay.
Each group needs to have 1 person with Elvish heritage in it. You need to be seen, and in a group of 2, you need to look like a potential target. Find out as much information as we can, and we may be able to find out someone who's watching during the day.
Dibs on
Back in the
Harold.
Yep.
night. Fine.
Okay, I just want to let everyone know I called dibs.
That was like a fist bump from the floor. I just straight down to the ground.
Low energy fist bump.
Is this plan fine with everyone?
I think it's a good.
Yeah, so Voss, you're with a new guy. Cool.
When was this
Laven.
decided?
Well, Vinley just called dibs on Seisha, so I guess not nose goes, it's the wrong. Sorry, it's early.
But also, I think you said it was a seasoned fighter that he brought down, or they
At
brought
least one,
down.
yep. Can he help with the
Why not?
with the mug? No.
Why not just stay in a group and the elves walk out in front, and the other ones look on it?
It may be less inviting to approach a group of 6
Fair.
as opposed to a group of 2. We need to draw someone out who may be looking for potential targets.
So I get what you're saying. Go out in the day where they won't attack us, so that at night we know where to look.
Yes. See if you see anyone suspicious.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Someone
then
pour
we-
that stuff in my mug.
Yeah, because that'll work.
Did you pour it into the mug? Okay, it's in your mug.
Try it.
Would you do me a favor? Mm-hmm. Take Harold to the font of knowledge first.
Y'all are
Look,
the cursies.
I want to go to the font of knowledge anyways, because
So-
everyone here seems to forget that I have a cursed item too.
I said y'all are the
It's
cursed
fine.
ones.
It's fine.
I know you. I'm the
It's
one that told
90
you about
gold
yours.
to get it removed.
90 gold? What
Yeah.
kind of racket they pulling over there?
That's such a ripoff.
They're like, come on. This isn't even that
Would
bad.
you rather continue being cursed?
Roll it.
I mean,
We're good.
Okay,
do
alright.
people really need to know who I am?
We
They
were very close,
already
though.
kind of know.
I drink from the
For the most
mug and seem
part.
to realize midway,
I mean, you can just introduce me, right?
just keep going.
Where's Seisha?
It's sour, it's bitter. It's
Oh, wow.
chewy.
Watch them put me in a situation
better.
where I absolutely have
feel
to
better.
say it.
Good. Let's rock it.
Alright. Laven.
Wow, I just
guess-
realized you are really tatted up. Look at you.
I know. Impressive.
God.
I guess you and I will head to the docks ward and begin investigating. Laven and I, there are 3 bars: the Bloody Fist, Thirsty Sailor, and the Singing Wench.
Do I know
The
these?
Bloody Fist. That was the place where the underground fight club was.
And there's only been 3
The guy
victims,
who
right?
punched you like the first night we met.
Yeah, that was the
So it seems
Bloody
like those would
Fist.
be the 3
Yeah.
places not to go.
Wait, no.
We've had 3 victims at 3 different bars.
That's a good point.
Go to a new one.
Are there any other bars in that area that I know of?
Go ahead and roll a history check about the dock ward.
Cool.
Dude.
21.
Maybe you should.
There are over 30 different bars in the dock ward alone.
I don't think that's applicable if we're going to do this quick. We need to see if anybody saw anything and look for information on the scene of the crime.
Balin Stonebreaker was the owner of the Bloody Fist. Might be worth it to go there and talk to him.
How much knowledge would I know about the Bloody Fist?
You've never actually participated at the Bloody Fist.
Oh, where did I...
You guys went to underground illegal ones because you didn't want your name getting out that Vio Miliana Gathala herself
It's a blood fight.
Wait. So there's legal
Yes.
underground fights
Yes.
and then illegal. Why, if it's legal, why is it underground?
No, there's a bar that has legal fighting pits.
The rest
Bars
of it
that do. The other ones
don't
are
have
hidden.
licenses and stuff. Yeah.
Got it.
They don't want to pay the fees to have said fighting ring.
The guild's a fighting ring.
Yeah.
So I don't know anything about this place. Okay, got it.
I think each of us should take one of the bars and go and speak with the staff to see if they saw anything. There's 3 bars, we've got 3 groups.
Any of these places you're familiar with?
No, really?
No.
All right.
So for investigating in the day, why do we have to divide up elf by elf?
Because I want us to seem vulnerable.
If they're watching the streets looking
Yeah,
for
but
their
we're
next...
going around asking questions.
Right.
But if they're watching the street looking for their next victims and we're all separated, then it looks like we are legitimately 3
And if
different
they
groups.
see us asking questions, all the
Sure,
more
but
reason
I'm
for
a-
them to pursue us.
I'm not even 5-foot elf. Walking next to you, I look like I have protection. Right? You could be a
Would you rather go in
bodyguard,
separately?
servant. What's that?
We could, you and I, go in separately and then split up so that we're not seen together and then meet up later.
Well, it's kind of the same all around, right? You're kind of.
All elves
It's
have
a
beef.
fair-
You,
It's
He's
a
pretty
fair.
good at antagonizing people
we're
all by
basically walking around
himself,
with
regardless of
bodyguards.
whether I'm there or not. So I'm not worried about
Yeah,
it.
I'm
point.
wearing my armor.
Fair point. Enter in the bars separately so that you appear not together, but keep each other's backs.
Okay, all right.
Yep, totally.
Works for me.
Who should do the questioning? The elf or...
Preferably.
I'll do the questioning.
Works
I'll
for me.
do the questioning for us, I'm
just-
guessing.
Get a drink,
I'll just appear
so-
to be a dainty little elf having a drink in the dock ward.
You are so dainty.
All right.
14. 14.
And break.
How dainty.
Where do you guys head to?
Okay, hold up. What do I know? Based on what I know about the dock wards, is there a place where we could meet up that would not be too conspicuous? That's not those 3 places.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
There's plenty of places
Meats
in
and
the
treats.
dock ward.
That's traceable.
Skewered
It's
dragon.
right on the edge. There's the skewered dragon, which is in the
We
dock
know the
ward.
skewered dragon is a safe space.
Fine.
Ish.
Fine.
Whenever we're done for the day, meet back up with the skewered dragon, and we'll commiserate.
Maybe that's even the next bar.
Could be.
Works
Something
for
to
me.
think about.
Dibs
Also-
on Bloody Fist?
Yeah, dibs on Bloody Fist.
Dibs on Bloody Fist.
Always wanted
Is
to go
that,
there.
like, that's not gonna make me look awkward or desperate, is it?
Going back to the.
Yeah.
No, just don't talk to her.
Okay.
Just pretend like she's
So
not
who's
even there.
taking which one?
Bloody Fist.
Bloody Fist,
Thirsty something.
Thirsty Sailor.
Singing wench.
All right.
Sleeping Wench.
Sleeping wench, sorry.
They put on a suit of armor and they pull up the winch and hold them above.
Same tune every time.
I'll come with you.
Okay.
There's my stupid joke.
That's
for the
happening.
Day.
That's done.
That was beautiful.
And you all.
That we do.
BFG's on 3.
Are you going straight to these bars? Anybody making any side?
I don't need to
Yeah, we're
we're
good.
gonna go straight there. Oh yeah, are we supposed to do something?
Yeah, I think we're supposed to go to a bar.
Wait, no, I think there was something else. I did not sleep well.
I'm gonna kill him.
God, there was like a
I know, it was
a fancy place.
like a fountain.
The fountain.
Yeah, we should see
We're
the
supposed
fountain.
to go to the fountain.
Yeah, we'll just go see the fountain on the way in. It's real
Let's
nice.
see the fountain, yeah.
So we'll drop by a fountain on the way.
Awesome. Love it.
The two of us are standing there like, this is nice.
This is nice.
We should do this more often.
You make your way back to
Feel like a copper.
to the city of the dead. Is where you make your way back to, and you find yourself back at the base of the Kelemvor statue, where there is the knight with the skull and all, has the spear, all of that. And it's a really nice park. There's people walking around, having picnics, respecting the dead, placing flowers, and there are a couple of people tossing coins into the.
I'll put a copper in. Why not?
Okay.
And we just kind of. It's like, I don't know why they want us to go here, but I'm glad we did.
Yeah, I think it was like a morale boost.
Yeah, definitely. Look at me, really happy we did this.
It'll come back to me later, I'm sure it will.
9 magic missiles come out.
And then we'll go to the pudding.
Okay. All right. Along the 3 points of Snail Street, Shrimp Alley, and Presper Street, within the stench-ridden streets of the Dock Ward, is a dive of a bar known for its rowdy nature. The rectangular 2-story building looks to be in constant repair, as if the foreman building it couldn't decide which material to finish it in. Half of it is muted taupe. That's what I said, taupe. Stucco that looks slapped on, where some parts are sections of brick and others are planks of wood. This is because of all the constant repairs it has to undergo due to it being one of the only legal establishments to house a fighting pit. Harold and V, you never came here, and you only went to illegal fighting rings to avoid her father finding out.
Inside, it is just as disheveled and mismatched from all the repairs they have to endure from the bar fights that are quite common here. Most of the patrons here can be found standing around and leaned up against the supporting wooden beams that hold the encircling upper balcony floor, accessible by a singular staircase in the back corner. The only seating seems to be shallow benches that are nailed and bolted to the walls and floor. The standing bar in the back can be seen being run by a large half-orc, cleaning and filling wooden mugs instead of the typical glassware found in other taverns. His face is swollen and gnarled with scars. He has a crooked nose and cauliflower ears. One of his eyes seems nearly non-existent from being almost permanently swollen shut. A single tusk protruding from behind the fat bottom lip, pulled to the side, remains from the other being broken or lost in a fight from years ago.
Behind him are 3 wooden kegs chained to the floor and a double-bladed battle axe whose handle ends in a spearhead pommel that hangs on the wall. Above that hangs a large chalkboard with the names of the establishment as well as a few names. The most notable is Mad Jack, listed under the word undefeated. A few others are listed, but the names that catch your eye are Balin Stonebreaker and Samore Thatcher, listed to fight in the coming bouts.
Oh my god.
The
You
list
guys are the best.
goes in ranking order. Mad Jack, Kozig the Crusher, Balin Stonebreaker, and Samore Thatcher, and Adrian Beckett.
This Mad Jack sounds like a badass.
Oh man, yeah, I've heard about him. You should have seen what he did to Handsome Jack. Not good.
Drinkers.
I don't call him that anymore.
Drinkers stand herded together like Roth in a pen, snarling and belching, and the threat of fight seems to boil at almost constant from your passive insight. A single room upstairs can be found retained for a succession of novice priests of Tempest, who dress broken bones and perform minor healing magics in return for donations to the war god. As you see a couple of them mending some wounds currently. If you would like
Make
history checks
or religion checks.
That's more your thing, but we can both do it.
I'll do the history check.
Yeah, do a history check.
Do a history check.
Roll that up. Roll up.
20.
Natural 20.
Natural 20?
What does that get me?
on history or religion.
Oh, I did history.
Okay.
Total being, what is your total?
My total for history?
Yes.
It's
Was 22.
22. Okay. One of the only legal taverns for boxing and fighting, especially in the Dock Ward, run by a half-orc named Ugluk Vorl, commonly known as Ugluk the Ugly, but most wouldn't say that to his face. Men down on their luck can be found here trying to change it by betting on fights.
One local bard, Talashamber of the Flame, even dubbed this place the Watching War God in a sarcastic ditty about the two-fisted heroes of Waterdeep, and the nickname has passed into general usage, as in, let's drain a few at the War God.
Which you guys have heard that saying before.
Yep.
That's really cool.
Yep.
If you guys want to roll religion on Tempest, if you care.
Sure. I will. I'll give it a shot.
Do you have a plus on religion?
Yeah, I do.
I don't.
10.
10.
Okay.
The god of war. His dogma is primarily concerned with honorable battle, forbidding cowardice, and encouraging the use of force of arms to settle disputes. What do you guys do?
Alright, well,
I guess I'll talk to the guy behind the...
guess we'll go our separate ways.
Oh no, we're going in together. Screw it.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
We go in together.
I felt weird separating.
I thought so too,
like,
and I was
in
just
together,
like the
and then
moment
we
he
split
said
up.
it.
It's gonna look suspicious.
Yeah, and the moment he said, I was like, I'm not doing that.
And anyone who knows, there's a chance someone here might know us.
Yeah,
You know, and
we're pretty popular.
we are pretty popular.
We're pretty awesome.
I'm pretty hard to miss.
And we're gonna head into this.
Go ahead.
I knew this would be a chance of this happening.
Only a chance.
So y'all go in.
Roll those dice sometimes.
Yeah, we're gonna go in together, and then I'm gonna head straight to the bar.
Okay.
Go with him.
Okay.
And how is it spelled? Ugluk or Uglug?
Ugluk.
Uglug.
Ugluk the Ugly.
I'm not gonna call him that.
Ugluk Vorl.
Vorl. Got it.
Vorl.
Yep.
Just a Vorl.
Many people call him Ugluk the Ugly because, I mean,
Yeah. I ain't saying
he
that.
may have been Handsome Jack before.
We don't know.
We don't know.
That's bad luck, Uglug. So I'm gonna sit down at the bar and kind of nod to him, and you must be Mr. Vorl.
Welcome to the Bloody Fist. What can I get for you? We got a water, holy ale by Quest Brewery, and Bernstein beers from Ursa Brewery.
Oh,
That
what
one.
a holy ale.
I want a Bernstein.
All
Bernstein beers.
2 nibs of flagon.
Y'all are all saying it.
How much is a nib? That is a copper.
That's a copper. Yep.
It's a kappa?
So I
I don't know
will.
why I said that like that.
It's a kappa.
It's a kappa? Today's day.
I will throw on. I'll throw down a silver.
Wait, it costs a copper?
It costs 2. I think.
2 copper.
Two
Yep.
copper.
So you lay down a silver. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm gonna do the same.
Hey, I want to change.
No.
Oh wait, no, you're paying for both of us. I
You
just
see, he
realized.
on his one good tusk. Hey, and he puts that back.
So you are Mr. Vorl, Uglug.
That's what they call me.
Well, this is our first time in the Bloody Fist. We've heard a lot about it, but we've never actually been here.
He looks at you, and he looks at her, and he smiles, and he goes, if you want to fight, there's a charge of 5 nibs to enter.
Oh,
Covers the charge of papers you have to sign in the House of War God's hammers.
I'm flattered. But I'm really here to more watch fights than fight.
You see the
them
glint in
myself.
Harold's eye.
But you know what? I might consider it.
It's, as you're saying this,
After a few minutes, you actually see a familiar, scrawny young man, looking like a walking bag of bones.
Oh no.
He's currently shirtless and barefoot, wearing only a leather vest and torn fisherman's pants, held up by a net tied around his waist like a sash. The short, messy, unkempt, flaxen blonde-haired, who can't hide his now cocky expression, a distinct juxtaposition from the last time you saw him after leaving the bloodbath where you found Rainier.
I was wondering if you were ever going to show up. Thought you might have gotten scared.
What? Who is that? Who is that?
Seymour Thatcher, the one that punched you? I asked you to come here.
He's gonna get punched again.
When was this?
When was that? When did you do that?
When was that?
A week ago? 10 day?
With the crow.
No,
No, that was another
That was
guy.
the other guy.
That was the other guy. Yeah.
Totally.
Of course.
100%.
We came here to see how you are.
Yeah, you got scared.
Yep. Frightened.
5 nibs to enter is what it is?
Yeah.
Why, were you looking to have a rematch?
Well, you gotta earn your way to get to me.
We got all day.
Yeah, I guess we do, technically. All right, I'm in.
47
Not
magic
have let
missiles.
them go.
I'm new, and even I knew this.
Harold's whole plan is a place with a fighting ring. I can make money. I can watch her kick ass.
I can fight.
He will get noticed, and hey, you know what? Maybe we'll draw out a bunch of killers instead.
True, you could be a really good victim at this point.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All your life.
While we're getting all this set up, and you know, I'll even pay because I'm just so excited to watch this guy get beat. I'll go ahead and pay for the entry.
Thank you. Thank you.
That'll be-
It's really fair. I'm doing all the work.
That's fair. And then I will turn to Mr. Vorel, Ugluck, and say while we're getting all this set up. So, you know, I heard some nasty rumors about things happening outside the bar near here. I heard about somebody going missing. You hear anything about that?
As you mentioned this, you notice most of the bar halt to a silence as they look in your direction.
Subtle.
You see a few of them approach your direction, and your passive insight picks up that they're very aggressive and very displeased.
And a drunk, angry patron goes, "What the fuck are you for? Conduit was a borrowing blood, and I have no fucking right.
What?
You have no fucking right."
What is he talking about? I can't understand him.
Oh no.
Does a 15 hit you, Harold?
Yes, it does.
Got it. You take 1 point of damage as you are hit with a full flagon of ale. You are
As it just cold clocks you from not from him, but just from somewhere.
Yeah, I got it.
Yep.
Can I, like,
You
do-
are now drenched.
Can I roll a perception to see where it came from?
Sure.
Okay. Curious.
This escalated quickly.
Throw someone.
All right.
That's a D-
That's a D12, sweetheart.
Oh, I didn't roll a.
It's all good.
There's a good roll for that.
Percentage-wise, it's solid.
There's a good roll. I
bad,
rolled the
not
wrong die.
Whoa.
Oh, that was.
That
just-
is, it was rolled the same thing.
So it's a 13.
You
Same
s-
as last roll.
You see the area it was kind of thrown from, but not the exact person, as this place is kind of crowded.
Yeah. Oh.
And angry.
Yeah, and you definitely pick up that people either want to fight you or watch you get your ass beat now. Because
Happened?
I am going to, I guess I could roll persuasion.
what are you doing?
I'm going to try to convince everyone they seem angry about the fact that someone went missing, right?
They seem
Because I didn't catch everything you said there. It was quite drunk.
He was quite drunk, yes.
Could I make a perception check to see, or like an insight check to figure out what it is they're upset about?
sure.
Absolutely.
Insight?
Yep.
Insight.
17.
You get the sense that one of the people that went missing was one of theirs.
Got it.
Was a member of the bar here. And
I-
their family.
Right.
And you just came in and started asking questions.
Exactly. So yeah, I would like to roll a persuasion
Okay.
to convince everyone I'm here to help. Like I
like the
I know
compliment.
somebody's gone missing. I'm investigating to try to figure it out.
Got it.
Okay, got it.
That will be 16.
16? Yeah. Everybody just kind of, they're less, I'm going to hurt you, but still more so, if you're going to they still want to see a fight.
Sure. I'm going to
the
lay it
young
out
kid-
like
Sam,
this.
Sam
like-
actually leans in.
Listen, I wouldn't talk too loudly anymore. The Fist is family. And he was one of our own. He was killed last night. If you want to know more, you have to be family.
Alright.
Me too?
Can I do it for him?
Yes, please, yes.
You can do it for him.
Okay.
I'm not scared.
And he gives you that pat
Yeah.
on the cheek.
Harold nods like, I
And
this
there's
one.
paperwork slammed down in front of you after you pay the 5 copper. And a pen or like a quill with ink was put in front next to it.
Okay.
Sign here.
What?
Is the eye affecting your speech?
It's exactly what it is, because if your dad finds out, it's gonna be hilarious.
Can I write my name with this curse? Can I write my name with this curse?
Arcana check to know that? What would I know? Roll
Make
to
an
know.
Arcana check.
A what check?
Arcana.
Arcana, here we go. This is why I'm a bard. 15.
15. With the way the curse that was explained to you, it is introducing yourself. So, signing paperwork does not.
I'm like, yeah,
It should be okay.
Yeah, it should be okay.
Should be okay.
Okay. So I sign my name.
Dice.
All right, make a no.
Sorry. Just hard cut on that. Life tether.
I signed the. I mean, it's a contract, right?
Yeah.
Can I
Yep.
read through it and make sure that there's no?
Outstanding
You
stipulations.
would like to make an investigation
It's
check?
kind of like.
Yep, make an investigation check.
Oh my God, there might actually be something in this. Woo!
I believe in you.
You got this.
I believe in you, bro.
Do it up.
Dang.
19.
19.
It is liability. The Bloody Fist is not liable for anything that happens to you.
Oh well, I knew that.
That's every fighting ring.
Including death.
I still knew that.
Okay. Yep.
It says that payments were to the guild insurance and for paying for the hammers, whatever that means.
Hammers. Do you know why the contract says hammers?
Gets hit in the head with a hammer.
Nope. There are hammers in your fights.
And you see the orc just kind of point upstairs to the people mending the wounds.
Well, I'm not there. Try not to kill him.
Yep. Sign.
All right. After you've signed up for the fight, paid the 5 copper pieces, a stout heart woman standing about Blaven size, which is about
Itty bitty.
over 4'6" to 4'11", somewhere around there, comes over with a fistful of parchment. Her hair is nearly fiery auburn red, pulled over to one side, showing off the tight braids that cut across the side of her head, creating 2 channels that look like scars that fade to the back of her head and into her ponytail. Her piercing blue eyes shine out from her dark, tawny skin and heavy brow like a cold stare that could move mountains. A few light scars cut across her right eye, down her wide square nose, and across her lower lip. She is dressed entirely in hand-woven, piece-milled leathers and furs, with half pelt of a bear slung across her back, identifiable by the 2 paws slung over her shoulder, clasping the cape to her bodice.
Name's Balin Stonefist. You think about fighting? I see you've signed the papers. Well, since you signed, know that Tempest nor the Blood Fist accepts cowards. So who's fighting?
I am.
Aye. You look like you never seen a fight in your life.
Well, you know there's a first time for everything.
But you look like you're pretending you do.
That I'm pretending to know how to fight? Mm-hmm. Maybe I am.
Oh my god.
Just because of your size, just know that size, doesn't matter. So let's see what you're made of, love.
Thanks for the opportunity.
With the paper signed, the dwarven woman climbs up the stairs to the balcony overlooking the tavern and stands on the railing.
Oi, boys! Hey, ladies. We got ourselves a fight. Our challenger. The noble's daughter, Viomiliana Garthala versus Adrian Beckett.
When they announce her name, I'd like to make a performance check.
Got it.
As accordion music. 20. Like this badass, like battle
What
theme.
was your total?
20.
20, dirty 20?
Yeah,
Nice.
dirty 20.
Everybody actually seems like taken back, impressed with your music, and seems to kind of start whispering and murmuring about the Goliath.
Yep, got a hype man.
And with that, she says, I will not fear!
Fear is the killer and I am its destroyer.
I will fight fair!
I aim to survive and honor is my life.
If I die, I die with pride. For I have obtained a glorious death. I think Tempest.
For once fear is gone, only I remain.
I pull out the necklace. Okay.
You right.
The crowd erupts into a rhythmic beat of wood against wood and the stomping of feet as they form a 20-foot circle in the center of the room, lined entirely with bodies, shoulder to shoulder, with a single path that leads to where you are standing.
Don't hold back. And I will change the music to like this tense, like dum 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 dum.
As you start walking, a hand slams up into your abdomen. It says, "Take that off your back. We fight fair."
Oh, yeah, I actually forgot it was you. Take it
I
off.
will like
Hand it to him.
I put away the accordion and just okay, all right, and drag it over to the somewhere safe where I can keep an eye on it.
And as you continue forward, the rhythmic percussion continues as the crowd begins to hoot and holler at the excitement of the coming fight. As you walk down the lane, standing on the other side is a pretty fit man wear simple farmer's clothes similar to those that you know of the Southern Ward. His stance is bow-legged and awkward, with his fists covering his face as they rotate in a fisticuff taunt. Roll
Hit him.
initiative.
He's too precious.
Roll initiative.
Don't hit him, just smack him once in the ribs.
Alright, so that's a 14.
I would like to try to squeeze into the front lines of people watching so that I'm within 60 feet.
Oh no.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
I got
This is just an insurance for healing word in case she really gets hurt.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be sneaky and be like, ah!
All right. You were 14? Okay.
No, she's 19.
Ba-dum-tis.
For those who don't know, V is 19 years old.
19. All right.
Baby.
So with that, he actually begins to move forward, and he comes in, hands up, and actually comes in and swings at, takes a wide swing at you, very wide, very open.
Ow.
13.
Does a 13 hit your armor class?
No.
Okay. He swings, and you easily see it coming. You take a step back, and it just woof, and then he comes back up, and it is now your turn.
Goes back into the
Lay
stance.
him out.
I punch him.
Okay. All right.
That does happen.
Yep.
Yep.
Roll
all
the
right.
hit.
No.
No, not that bad.
8.
8. Your size, as you step back and swing, he ducks and weaves like a boxer, coming in, getting real close, putting his fists up. And
As he ducks under, he actually comes in and actually goes to punch you right in the stomach, like right for a gut punch.
Right in the 48 abs.
15 hit your armor class?
My armor class is 15.
And he catches you right in the side, right under the ribs. You take 1 point of damage.
Is it match or beat? It's match.
It's
right?
match.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Meter beat.
Yep.
And it's your turn.
As it solidly hits, he's like, he starts like getting real amped. And he kind of looks up and he's like,
Like, what? Wow, she didn't care about that too much, huh?
And you just kind of hear, oh, big girl. As he.
Oh, no, now he's in trouble.
What did he say?
Big girl. It's a big girl.
Oh. Harold goes, oh no.
Give it a moment.
Okay.
I'm not that angry that quick. Motherfucker. 11.
What do you do? Describe how you're hit, what you're doing.
You hit.
I'm gonna uppercut.
Okay. So he's getting a little cocky, and that distraction of him like looking up and then going, "Oh, you're a big girl." You catch him and you bring your fist straight up. What's your unarmed attack? You should have unarmed attack.
My unarmed attack is 4 damage.
4 damage. Oof. And you just boom, and you just hear like some teeth shattering, and he just goes up.
Yeah, you see him lift up like a rocket and then flatten out into the air and then slams into the ground as dirt flies up. And the crowd goes wild.
Probably the closest you're ever gonna get to a girl.
And the crowd goes, oh!
Harold's just grinning with the beer and shit all over him.
Wow. You hear someone go, you got hit on.
And you watch as a couple people come, pick him up by the arms, and drag him up the stairs.
I need an air horse now.
Accordion air horns.
With the thunderous crack of your hit dropping the man, the crowd goes silent and then erupts in a small cheer as he is dragged out of the ring and up the stairs. From the rabble of the patrons, you hear the familiar voice of Thatch.
I didn't want to fight you the night we met, but through my blood brothers, I have no fear. Never had the chance to dance with a noble, so let's tango.
That would imply you get a chance to dance.
You're next. Okay.
Make sure I'm not next.
Roll initiative.
Nice.
15.
That's a good roll. Yeah, this fight is.
Must be on mine.
You wrecked that guy, man.
You literally just went, I just want you to know, your unarmed strike does almost a third of my hit points.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yep.
What was your total?
15.
15? Okay. And
Ready.
you see as soon as he walks in, he starts just bolting towards you.
Oh,
All right.
wee baby. Scrawny little man.
Cliff. I want you to cliff. So what happens if you crit on an unarmed strike?
8.
Oh, it doubles.
That's good.
Okay. Right. And he runs up, jumps off your knee.
My knee, okay.
Yep, as you're standing ready for a fight, wraps around you, takes his legs, wraps around your neck, starts to spin around, and tries to bring you down to the floor as his legs are wrapped around your head, and he puts all of his weight back.
That's hot.
And it's going to be an opposed grapple check.
Post grapple check.
Oh yeah.
That's a bonus action.
So athletics.
So he can.
With that, the first is a 21
21
to
to hit you.
Yeah, 21 hits me.
You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as he brings you to the ground. He actually squeezes a little bit on your throat as he lands kind of next to you and kind of takes his thumb and jabs it right into your collarbone by your neck.
Ow.
Okay, and your opposed grapple?
Opposed grapple.
Yep, the
is it
athletics check.
athletics
It's
check?
athletics.
Okay.
Yep.
Or
acrobatics, your
your
choice.
We
It's
know which one it
athletics.
is.
22.
No, I think it's actually.
Ooh.
Yeah, 22. You're right.
So, boom, slams to the ground, tries to get for a rear choke where you instantly stand up and fall back on your back, breaking his arm.
Oh!
21.
Breaking his hold.
Breaking
his
arm
hold.
hold. Yeah.
Looking for a compound
I
fracture
just-
there.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, he was about to finish off the close, and you just land right on him, and you hear him go, ugh, and that releases it as he scampers up to his feet, and you roll off. What are you doing?
All right, so he's up on his feet.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna try to clock him straight in the face.
Okay.
You know, It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Natural 20.
Nice.
Nice.
So 25.
Yep, nope, that definitely hits, and we'll just double that number, so I believe it's 8 total. Got it.
Please,
Hit
one
like
punch
some
KO.
spells do.
Like a truck.
So you actually, as he gets up and he moves, you actually go kind of roll into it, bring both hands together, and bring your both fists up like this, catching him directly under the chin. He stumbles back, catches himself, slides in the sandy, dirty floor he like kind of slides into the crowd.
Oh man. Kill him. Can I talk some shit to try to like?
If you're trying to actually cast, you're gonna have to do.
Not casting.
Okay.
I'm just literally
Say
talking.
whatever you want, man.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'm like, yeah, is this your first night dancing or?
With that,
Don't look
Like as he gets pushed in the
painkiller.
crowd, it's like I'm right next to him. Like, this is your first night dancing? What's your deal?
You watch.
he gets up, he smiles at you, and just wipes the blood. Breathes, centers himself, and he looks like he's back and ready to go.
All right.
I know what you are.
And again, he runs towards you, and he's gonna go for 2 attacks.
I like figuring out.
Action search.
Oh yeah.
Eight.
Like you sent us together to do stuff. What
15
do you
hits,
say?
right?
15 hits.
15 hits.
Okay.
Yep. And again, he's going to try and put you into a grapple. That is another 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And some opposed athletics. Yep.
I'm sorry, that was.
Okay.
Bye.
Sorry, let me. 13.
And with that, he brings the chokehold over, drives you, actually, like, brings you and jumps, bringing your head down and slamming your head into the ground.
Ow.
You are now
Alright.
considered grappled.
And he
All right.
gets advantage.
And,
Kick him in the jump.
and as he does so, he brings his fist and slams it into your face.
All right.
Natural 20.
How much damage?
10.
He doesn't get advantage on it.
Oh, does he not?
No, she's
Okay.
not restrained. She's just
But he's
grappled.
the grappler feet.
Punch him in the junk.
I don't think he has it.
Kill him.
He doesn't, because he has that.
Got it.
Kill him.
Okay,
Yeah,
never mind.
yeah.
Reroll.
Your options are punch him in the junk and kill him.
16.
according to the crowd.
Yep.
So-
For the damage,
crowd
another
isn't
5
there.
points of damage.
As he
Another 5
slams
points?
his fist
Alright.
into you. Yep.
Got it.
Still holding you in that choke, almost like he has you in a half Nelson.
I'd already be just like,
And he gets up and he goes,
Ready to go.
"You tired yet?"
No.
No. Grab his wrist and
Me
punch
either.
him with his own hand.
So he's still holding you down in that half Nelson. You're still
Tell
grappled.
me what position I'm in right now.
You're laying down on your stomach.
Face down.
Yep, he has one arm kind of wrapped under like this,
Yep.
like this, and
It's great to
and-
have
Can you
visuals. I need this.
and then he punched you with his other hand. So you currently can't move.
You can use your action to break the grapple or attack at disadvantage.
Nope,
Just stand
regular.
up.
He just can't.
She just can't move.
Just can't.
he's
I
what,
can-
70
I can
pounds?
stand up with him. right?
You could stand up as you try to break the grapple.
No, okay, so I'm assuming it's one of those things where you're like standing, but like you're bent over and he's in. I'm in his clutch. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not like.
No, you're
lying down.
you're laying down.
Oh, I am laying
You're
down.
laying
Yes,
down.
you
Yeah,
are
he
laying
Got
jumped
it.
up, grabbed you, drove you into the ground,
and then hit you in the face.
and then hit you in the face.
All right,
Elbow
so
goes
I'm
on us.
gonna rage.
All right.
Oh, I forgot.
And yeah, so
You got this.
okay. So what I'm gonna do is, I guess I will roll against his grapple.
Okay, it would be an action to try and break the grapple.
It will. Okay.
Yep.
Swing
So-
on him. Just swing on him.
I can just swing on
You
him.
can.
Just
Yeah.
swing on him.
He's right next to you too.
Yeah, just-
You can
just-
elbow him in the
Okay.
You
face.
can
You
reckless
can.
too.
Do I roll with advantage?
No, you just
No,
roll
I
regular.
But you
didn't
do
think
if you
so.
do a reckless.
You
right?
could do a reckless.
But he'll have advantage against.
But he'll have advantage against me if I do that.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna go against him.
Okay. So as you just your anger begins to swell, you watch as that red ethereal energy begins to form
14.
off of you.
14 hits.
And with that, as you're laying there, low, pulls herself up out of you.
Oh no, this poor guy!
As she almost as if she grabs him by the back of the head and pulls his head up for you to bring your fist over and slam into him. The crowd is like, what the f is happening?
Yeah, you see him taken back, kind of like, hey, not fair!
Tooth goes flying.
So that's
4 points of damage.
4 points of damage.
Yep. Boom! Hits him, and he rattled a bit, kind of shaken. Actually lets you go, scrambles to his kind of as he's getting up, he's gonna try to knee you in the face.
Was that reckless?
No,
No,
it was
it
not.
wasn't reckless.
11.
11 does not hit.
You see it coming and bring your arms
Yeah,
up
but-
almost at the same time as Lo brings her axe in front of you, and you block the knee and push off, and he kind of stumbles back a bit, and he's about 10 feet away from you.
Okay, I'm gonna run at him and like try to do like one of ours.
So grab him.
Like a gut punch.
Yeah,
Grab him and
grab,
hit him in
grab
the.
gut
Got
punch.
it. Okay.
All these fancy terminologies.
Someone get her a new
one?
die.
It was doing so well earlier. Natural 1. So
Natural
let's see
1?
where that gets me.
He, just like you
Roll this
saw
one
his
instead.
telegraph, he steadies himself, sees your telegraph, sidesteps out of the way as you slam into the ground and have to pick yourself up.
All right.
He is going to actually kind of as you are getting up, he actually leaps off your back, up into the air, and straight down with an elbow on your back.
Ooh. Ow, wow.
Ooh! And with that, you roll out of the way just in time as his elbow slams to the ground.
Into the
He's like,
ground. He's going to take a point of damage from that.
dead arm!
Yep. Boom!
Go for anybody.
As he also got a natural 1.
That's hilarious.
Yep. So now he's laying there and like he kind of rolls a bit. He's like holding his arm, like shaking it.
Kick his ass.
All right, I'm gonna kick him. And I'm gonna kick him, son.
You're gonna kick him. All right.
Oh.
A little bit of dice troubles today.
Sorry, I have a lot of hair. All right, so I'm gonna kick him.
Got it?
Another natural 1.
Another natural 1.
All right.
Now we're getting you new sets.
Reckless.
Right?
Well, this is
was
already
mine.
a new die.
I was trying to help.
That's why you shamed the other dice.
With that, he rolls, takes some of the dirt, throws it into the air. I need you to make a con save.
Oh no, it's what you did to the people, the actors.
Con save.
Can't say.
Oh, I do con save.
Yep.
Sorry. Natural 1.
Wow.
3 natural 1s
Wow.
in a row.
All right, you
3
were
different
you're
dice.
blinded now
You are blinded.
for a round.
He's
Okay.
going to get advantage on this
Everybody's
attack.
like
I'm letting
handing
you
dice.
I have
I'm
more.
letting you use the green leaf geek dice.
15 hits.
15 to hit.
Yeah.
As you're like,
is the worst.
he kind of takes advantage of this and just quick jabs you right in the face.
4 points of damage.
Yep. All right.
That's rude.
That was just rude.
Mean. Hey, now you're at my hit points.
Oh, you take half.
So 2 points
2 points
of
of
damage.
damage.
Yep. That's the first hit he's made after you've raged.
Yep.
That's true. All right.
And you kind of wipe the sand out of your eyes. You can now see as he's standing there
Can you sand?
and he's
Sand.
like
Do
kind of
I-
standing ready, kind of waiting on you
Do
to
I
do
have
something.
pocket sand on me?
You do not have pocket sand.
I used it.
You used it. You've already used
Like,
it.
okay. Pocket sand. No, I'm sorry. Anyways, yeah. So I'm really mad,
Yeah.
and I just want to
Do it, girl.
jump on him and just wail on his face. That's really all I really want to do right now.
Okay. So you
I'm
come running
gonna-
up and jump and bring your fist straight
Superman
down.
punch.
So I'm gonna
Reckless
recklessly.
All right. Roll with advantage.
Superman punch.
I believe in you.
It's 2 1s.
It's 2 1s. That adds
Nope,
up to 2
it's
though.
not gonna be.
That adds
It's not
up to
gonna be.
2.
Those are good dice.
Okay, well, that's good.
Dirty 20.
You hit.
him.
So.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it should be more than 4 damage because you're raging. You should have +2 to that damage, right?
It's a 6.
Yeah. So the damage will be 6.
Yeah. So he's
Good.
taking 2 more, so 6. All
He
right.
looks pretty windy
You-
here.
He spits out a tooth.
Yeah, that solid hit across his face as he slides back a little bit. He wipes his mouth again. You see him like kind of try and get his bearings as his vision starts to blur a little bit.
He actually stumbles a bit, but he doesn't back down as he actually runs and drop kicks you.
We're coming for you, Mad Jack.
He went 28. So that is going to be a 13.
13.
That does
He
not hit.
Schwarzenegger
All right.
you.
It slams into you. Just like Reddard. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Just flex. That's all you get. Flex.
Just flex.
Yep.
And it just
22.
bounces
Yep.
off
And so
me.
he drop kicks and goes, and you see it, and you sidestep, and you bring both axes a double axe handle down.
No, I think
Oh,
she-
I actually
Oh,
have
no, go,
another
yeah, do it. No, do it,
idea,
do it,
unless
please.
yours is like a lot cooler.
No,
but
no,
in
no,
my
no.
head, he comes to like hit me, and I do one of those like lean kick him. And he just falls back.
Okay, so before he makes contact with you, you just pull your leg up and just try and kick him out of the air?
Pretty much.
Okay. Got it. Make your attack.
All right.
Reckless.
Oh my god, I'm gonna use this one.
Yeah, I believe in this.
I haven't
This is a
used
good
this one yet.
Are you not using Reckless?
You can choose to use Reckless after you've rolled one.
Yeah, I'll use
Okay,
Reckless.
but it has to be on your first attack, even though you're not at multiple attacks.
Oof.
Okay, so 10.
10. As you go to kick,
I somehow miss.
it knocks him off, but it does not do any
Look,
damage as he
I've-
lands into the ground.
I've been out of practice for a while.
Yeah.
I don't need excuses from a coward. Let's go.
Oh no, I.
Oh, that was
I'm
in
just
play.
saying
That was
this
in
was
play.
a warm up.
All right. He kind of rolls and gets back up. Advantage.
Oh, no.
wanna
No.
get him on
Yes.
Reckless.
Yep. Yeah. 23.
And 23 to hit.
Damn.
And with
Yeah,
that,
23 hits.
he actually comes and actually brings his fist down and Charlie horses you right in the leg.
Oh,
It only does
I
2
really
though,
don't
right?
like this guy.
Yep.
Like,
Same
this
too.
girl.
No, he has to roll.
This guy.
This is the guy who punched her.
Does 2.
Does 2.
Good job.
so 2 damage.
2 damage. Yep.
Yeah, it is. I'm fine. I'm really fine, guys.
Yeah. No,
You're
really.
still like well
and-
above
Like him.
me.
And
I
he
just don't like
he
him.
gets back up and it's your turn.
All right.
So he comes down with Charlie horses your leg.
I just want this fucking over at this point.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go for an uppercut.
Okay.
As I like kind of like go down because it hits my leg. It's like
Got it.
basically I'm
Okay.
gonna come back up,
This is V's finisher, the uppercut.
and I can't. I can only do recklessly twice, right?
No, you can do it
Oh,
anytime.
as many times. I thought it
Many
was
times as
limited.
you want.
All right, yeah, I'll
Go for it.
All right.
roll recklessly.
Roll it up.
Okay, 20, dirty 20.
Dirty 20
That
hits.
hits. And with that,
Yes!
you come up and just boom, and you connect. And you almost, Lo doesn't help you with this. You actually, as he comes up, you watch as she brings her axe and comes down and brings him down
Sandwiches
into the earth. And just boom, he.
Good fight.
In the silence, Harold's like, yeah! Starts to cheer.
And I just go,
Everybody erupts with you. The young lad
I put my
now.
arms up.
Yeah. The young lad now laid out across the sweat, ale, and blood-soaked floorboards gets drug out, also to be escorted up the stairs. The crowd in continuous cheer now as you wait for what's to come. A break in the fight? An end? An answer to your questions?
The only thing you hear is the loud thud of heavy boots slamming against the wood planks of the tavern floor.
Oh no.
As you turn your back, you see Balin, the stout dwarven woman unclasping her bare pelt cape as she tosses it to the side. Her neck cracks, and the twist
God.
of her head followed by her knuckles as she presses them together, gritting her teeth in an angry and amused smile. She pulls her clenched fists down, arching her back, throwing her chest forward as she screams into the air in a guttural, deep roar that sounds more like a bear than that of a dwarf, before charging forward.
Harold?
Roll initiative.
I know what she
I guess that was the warm up.
Berserker.
I wasn't joking.
Yeah.
Fair totem.
I got it.
You got it?
7.
I think both.
All right. You go
Got it.
first.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
I go first.
Yep. And
got
this
this.
was like simultaneous. You're still in your rage.
Okay, I'm just kind of like. Okay. So I'm feeling confident, although this might not be a good option. I'm going to go for her recklessly.
And just so you know, Ethan,
gonna go-
inspiration is not magic.
Yeah.
Inspiration.
You can just
Oh,
yell
it's
it.
not.
No, it is just encouraging words.
Yeah.
Well, should I roll initiative too?
Sure.
Sure. That's 7.
All right.
Hey.
You go at the same time.
Would you, since you are the one in the fight, who would you like to go first? You or Harold? Smart choice.
Yeah, I will give Bardic Inspiration.
All right.
What do you say?
I say,
That's it.
goodness
I feel
gracious,
inspired.
so many things I could
too.
say here.
Good boy worked on boss.
No, fuck no. I say to you, it's time to do low proud. Put her in the dirt.
Okay, so she's charging at me, right?
Yep.
She
I
is.
do kind of like a Xena, like and I like charge at her too.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Awesome.
Close line.
And I'm gonna recklessly hit her.
Okay.
Got it.
Ooh.
Okay, 23.
That hits.
Alrighty.
Booyah.
All right, so 23.
So
4
6 points of damage.
Yeah, 6 points of damage. Sorry.
Got it.
You're reminding me.
Got it. So you run in and just head down, charge shoulder and head, slam into hers, and you hear the nice as skull against skull rings out. The crowd cheers, slamming ales together that mimics the sounds of the skulls. It is.
And so as you do, you watch as you hit her, and for a small, stout, like half the size of you, you actually stop. As she reaches up, grabs you by your tunic, picks you up, and tries to flip you onto the ground.
No, thank you.
Go ahead and make opposed strength checks or opposed
Athletics.
athletics checks.
Athletics?
Yep.
Okay.
I'd like to use cutting words against her.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna, as long as the talking's allowed,
Yeah,
then I'm
talking's
gonna
fine.
keep talking shit.
24.
24.
Oh, maybe I don't even need to. Yeah, I don't think so.
So as she goes to lift you, and you stomp your foot down, and she gets only
Yeah, I imagine
Pull
I'm
my
much
mic off.
taller than she is.
stomp and pull your mic off.
You stomp into the ground, releasing her grip as she gets back into a fighting stance. It seems more, I don't know, less fists than the last two, and more defensive and trying to use your weight against you.
I see. Okay.
Yep.
She's
It's your
been
turn.
this hype for a while.
All right. So, I charge at her again,
Okay.
recklessly.
Go for it.
Natural
Natural 20.
Natural.
Nice.
On her.
So 25.
What do you do?
So I see her in her pose. I charge at her and like do like a running again punch to her stomach, trying to like push her back with my fist.
Okay.
Like I'm trying to knock her down by just pinching her alone, running at her.
Got it.
Go ahead and make me an athletics check with that.
Okay.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's
Start
12.
to
I
use
almost
this
just, if that
Yeah.
ever hits me,
Okay,
I'm
that's gonna
dead.
be a 24 again. No, 23.
Okay. As you do, you hit and you pick her up and bring her down by her stomach and slam her into the ground. She doesn't make a noise. You kind of hear a growl come out of her.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Probably fine.
As
Probably
she
okay.
actually grabs your arm, brings it over, and tries to flip you over.
She's strong.
That'll be a 23.
Go ahead and make me another athletics check.
Another?
This is another one. Yeah.
If Vinley ever walks
That
in
was
here,
to knock her
she'd
down.
be scared shitless. She'd be like, no.
7.
I would just
17?
fall over walking in.
What?
17?
17.
Yeah.
She actually flips you, wraps your arm around, brings her leg down and pins you to the ground.
Use
You are
the
now
Bardic Inspiration.
restrained.
Oh, yeah, shit. Can I use Bardic Inspiration?
Sure.
Sorry.
It's a D6.
D6, just add it to whatever you roll.
Okay, so 17 plus 19.
Just barely missed.
Can I also cutting words her?
This isn't an attack.
Is it an ability check?
It is.
I will talk some shit.
Got it.
That
You
is-
see her get the lock in place, and with that, what do you say?
I say, anybody else see that tiny lady hit the ground like a sack of potatoes? Take 3 away from her roll.
Yeah.
And that is enough for you to break out of the pin as she looks deadpan at you.
Who's the guy back there?
Roll deception.
Yeah, sure.
I feel like they might frown on that kind of thing.
21.
21. She looks at you and then around,
Some
and
asshole.
like raises her arms like,
It was some asshole. Harold,
Is there any chance I get attack of opportunity?
no, she's not moving away from you.
yeah, definitely not. She's like, I'm in it.
It is. Her turn?
It is her turn. That was her turn.
All right.
You got this.
Let me get rid of my other.
Let's do this.
This is great. Y'all, thank you guys for telling me that. I didn't even think about the fact I could just sit here and
All right,
talk
what are you doing?
shit.
What am I doing?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Swing him.
Coming at her again, recklessly.
I love it.
I'm getting cocky. I have no reason not to at this point. 17.
17 hits.
Okay.
Yeah. Another 6.
Polar beard.
Punch her in the sternum. Boob shot. Boob shot.
I can't do a boob shot. I can't do that. As
respect.
someone who fights
Okay.
constantly.
Yep. So you just come in, you slam into her again. It's like she's
I
just
slam into the side of her face.
got it. She hits it, and she just looks back. As she does, she comes in, grabs you by the legs, and tries to pull you to the ground.
Jeez.
Another athletics check.
Agile.
She's like
Another athletics check?
Yep.
All right.
a monkey.
Oh, what a journey.
Then what a journey. 15.
With that, she finally gets you on the ground.
Ah.
Bringing your back leg down and around and driving her elbow into your back.
You're
It is
raging.
painful.
Oh, I'm raging.
You get advantage.
I get advantage with that.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
saving throws. I just realized. I'm sorry.
Just roll one more.
Yeah, go for it.
No.
Doesn't help
Okay.
us.
All right.
So yeah,
15,
it is
yeah.
painful. Any movement you try and make, just a sharp pain shoots up your spine, or you feel like you're about to break or dislocate one of your arms.
You are now considered restrained.
What does that mean in
It
terms of
means
mechanics?
restrained is your speed is 0, attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attacks have disadvantage.
Oh no, man.
You have a disadvantage on dexterity saves.
Bardic Inspiration. I shout from the side. V, you've taken down guys twice her size. Get out of that hole and beat her ass.
Okay. You
Okay.
now have an inspirational die.
Yep, it's your turn.
All right,
turn.
so she's wrapped around my legs?
Yep.
Okay.
Fishtail her into the ground.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to like do like a fancy like I kind of want to like turn over on my stomach and like flap my legs.
That's genius, actually.
Like a mermaid tail. Like, get her-
Trying to use your body against her.
yeah,
Okay,
so
go ahead,
basically
make an
I
attack
wanna
roll.
roll over on my stomach and just like bend
Not
my
breaking
knees and
free.
be like bam.
Yeah. Okay, so make an attack roll. You're at disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Yep.
Okay.
So you can
she
still
roll
reckless.
So that would be
It
Wasn't
would be
she?
a regular. If you reckless.
All right, I'll roll recklessly then.
Do it.
Okay, that's 21.
And your bardic.
Yeah, but
If-
don't
She doesn't
save
need it
it.
yet.
Yeah. She's got 10 minutes for that one.
21 hits.
21 hits. Yeah.
You
so
roll
that-
over and then just use the strength in your legs to slam her down. She hits against the ground, but then as you release to try and pull up again, she goes back into position, restraining you once more.
Okay, but she takes 6 damage.
She does.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, she does.
And your hits and her skin is tough, and you get the feeling that you've hit a lot of people. You've punched a lot of people. Her skin and her bones and her body is like stone. It's so hard. So you're punching, and it doesn't seem like your punches are doing as much as they should. Okay.
All right.
And as she has you up, she actually comes in and headbutts you in the stomach.
This is awkward. I'm just kind of like, what?
That is cocked. That is cocked. There we go. That is a 15 to hit.
I will give her some cutting words.
All right. What do you say?
I'll be like, she slammed her on the ground like a fish. Did anybody else see that? Just like, bam! And that'll be 2 taken away from her roll.
I missed it. Yep.
How many bardic inspirations do you have?
I have 1 left.
Okay. All right. As she brings her head up, she looks at you at the last second, and her head hits you, but it doesn't actually hurt.
I'm just kind of like, well, that was weird.
Who's that guy in the back that won't shut up?
It's your turn.
All right.
Reckless. Only one, because she's still holding you. But
She's still holding me. I forgot about that.
well, you could break out.
You can attempt to break free.
It's an action.
It is an action to break out.
That's the look of contemplation.
If she's unconscious, she can't hold on.
Yeah.
Hurt her.
Yeah, I'm gonna hurt her again.
Make her bleed.
Jeez.
Same. She's still on me the same way.
Still on you the same way.
Yeah, I'm gonna fish
You
You
tail
gotta
her.
fishtail it again.
Say she had her first blood fight.
Blood in the sand.
14.
Actually, you can roll that d6 and add it
Oh
to
yeah.
I rolled the d6.
Okay.
it. 19?
19 hits.
Bars are
Again,
so
again,
good.
you bring her up and slam her down.
Okay.
But she again holds on, bringing her thumb, pressing it against you, keeping you restrained.
Okay.
At this time, she actually twists the way she's holding. She actually twists your leg and pulls it, and you actually pulls and pulls and pulls. And
Stop pulling.
Oh, she has advantage
Does
on
she have
this.
long hair?
She does.
And with that, it's going to be a 19 to hit your armor class.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
All right.
I'm gonna try for it.
Yeah.
Last
19,
one.
That has to be at
Last
least
one.
4
Yeah,
off.
you're right.
5 off.
I'm going to say.
It has to be at
meat
least
beats.
5 off.
Okay. I'm gonna say, is this really all she's got? I thought she owned this place. Oh, it's just 2. Such a shame. I tried for it.
She just looks at you, winks, and you hear pop as she dislocates your knee. You take 5 points of damage. Half to 2.
Oh, that's half.
Yep.
2. Okay.
Your turn.
Ah!
And you are still restrained.
But she has only one on my legs now.
Yeah, she's focused on one of your legs.
Focused on one of your legs. But she still has you pinned in a way that you cannot really move.
Because I'm on my stomach.
Yep.
Yep. You're not really sure how how this tiny woman has you held.
Yep. She's got your ankle and foot and basically like a headlock as she's pulled back and put all of her weight. She's almost laying down on top of you right
She's
now.
dense.
She's on top of me.
Yep.
But no, I'm on my stomach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reverse head better.
Yeah. That's the only thing I can think of
Okay.
is reverse
Yeah.
head
She's
butter.
there.
I
You
really need
bring
to
your
fight
head
so
back.
Yeah, I was like, well, I was trying to think like if I grab her, but she's got my leg, I'd have to unhook her. So,
So,
yeah, reverse headbutt.
Yep.
Okay.
Regular if you are recklessing.
Regular.
You got this.
22.
22 hits.
Fuck her up.
Wrecking her.
So that's 6 damage.
6 damage.
6
Yeah,
damage.
for that bit, you know.
Got it. 6 damage. As again, she and this time she actually just brings her fist up and punches you square in the ribs.
Ow.
Wait, in the back?
She's like turning around and
Yep.
hitting you in the
Yeah,
side.
like boom.
Yeah,
elbow.
so
Okay,
elbow.
So like back and
Yep,
side.
more
I
like
was
elbow.
like, how was that? I see now. I see
Look,
now.
lady,
I was like, I need to make sure this makes sense.
You have rubber arms, lady.
And as she does, you actually turn just enough to where she hits you, but not in a way that can hurt, as a 13 misses your arm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your turn.
It's actually a 12, not a 13. So it's your turn now. She still has you restrained, though.
Kill her.
Into her.
I'm just gonna do it again.
Okay.
All of her
I'm just
hair
You
gonna
hear
either my head breaks or your does.
you hear the crowd start chanting, Balin, Balin,
Shut 'em up.
Balin.
There's not a bard in there.
Angry.
Throw her into the crowd. They want her so bad.
11.
11.
Again, as you bring your head back to headbutt, she's now caught onto this, and she's moved further down onto you, still holding you down.
Now sitting at the small of your back.
Yep. She's actually taken. She's now sitting and has taken both of your legs and have pulled them, or now beginning to pull them back.
Ow, 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 that knee.
I don't care for it.
I don't care for it.
I don't like that.
Don't like this.
You fuel rage burning in your just absolute just anger. She begins to pull. You begin to fight back as you actually counter her and pull your legs back, gritting through the pain.
I want to be like yelling the whole time, like,
Oh,
Absolutely,
Jesus.
absolutely. As she just can't get a good hold on you. Still restrained though. It's your turn now.
Like my knees
all
hurt.
right, if I roll to be unrestrained, that's an athletics.
Athletic, and you roll at advantage because you're raging.
But that's a normal roll or?
No, regular. 'Cause,
Regular.
Yeah, you're not at disadvantage on athletics.
All right,
rolls.
I don't want to be restrained anymore.
I'm
I'm sick of this shit.
I'm just gonna say, hashtag fight like a girl.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, so 17.
As you begin to push and pull, this time she sees it. She actually takes her thumb, presses it into your dislocated knee, and pulls and twists, and you can't break free.
And I go, ah!
She got a
Don't
natural
like that, lady.
That hurts.
Not nice.
God!
and she uses that momentum and actually continues to push for her attack.
I think now's a good time for the boob punch. That just wasn't right.
I'm just
That
saying.
just is not sitting right.
Grab her
with
by the
me.
hair, boob punch, nails across the face.
But she's behind. She's on my back.
But
Throw her in.
you felt pain before. You know pain.
Oh, he started laughing at her. I love it.
And she cannot seem to cause.
God.
And that's all. She stopped your breakout, but can't seem to actually get you any more on this. It's your turn.
That's terrifying.
I
You
rolled
gonna
a
try to
release
break again? Okay.
You got this.
17 again.
Are you inspired?
No.
No,
He's out.
And he's out.
I'm so out. I burned them all.
Throat is sore.
Love that. 17 over here.
She's breaking out.
Breaking out.
She broke free. Yep.
Break free?
Your total?
So
My
17.
total was 17.
17.
Yes.
Yes!
With that, you feel the weak hit, and you start laughing, and you feel her grip loosen a little bit. As you twist out, rolling out of the way, she jumps up, landing, and screams at you. And her pose, her hands go back like this, and she lets out this guttural roar that sounds more like a bear
She's
than
like
human.
an actual bear. And I'm starting to think like, I think I'm fighting a bear. I think this is what fighting a bear is like. A really
think-
smart bear.
But you are currently free.
I think we need a bear pelt for the tavern. Go get it.
Okay.
She.
Who said that?
That was your action to break free,
Yeah.
and
Jerry.
she's going to roll to.
Shut up,
She's gonna
Jerry.
run up to. Oof.
She comes in and just doesn't even in her head, and she actually just lowers her head and runs square into you with her head,
No, thank you.
right into your stomach, and you're going to take 8 points, halved to 4, as she slams into you, catching you. Kind of, you weren't expecting that. What didn't go for a grapple, just headbutts you square, and you knocks the breath out of you. As
Power
you take a step
bomber.
back.
She's in the perfect position for a power bomb.
And I'm gonna try to, let's see. I'm trying to pick her up. Flip her.
Okay. And then bring her
And
down
just
into it.
put her down on the ground.
All right. Go ahead and make me an opposed athletics check.
Okay.
You got this.
You
Do
have
I roll
advantage.
an advantage? Yep.
You have
I just
advantage, yep.
realized.
Don't worry, all of us will yell at you.
15.
You go to bring her up, and you bring her up, and at the last second, she wiggles and moves.
Backflips, lands on the ground on
Yeah.
all fours.
She like a twin.
She
back up.
also got a 15.
Yep.
She also
So
got
got a
15,
15.
Yep.
so we just cancel each other's
Yep.
moves.
Yep.
Okay.
And as she does, she actually takes a swipe at your legs, and she's going to attempt to trip you and knock you down.
Ow, my leg hurts.
Another opposed athletics check.
Okay.
You got this. Man.
That was just weirdly unlucky.
Yeah.
Like a,
but,
okay.
but in a lucky
But
way.
in a lucky way. That's a 12.
As she comes up, at the last second, bring your foot up.
Yes!
She misses you.
Get the fuck out!
Nope. As you bring your foot back down, it's your turn.
Stomp her.
Kill this dwarf already.
She's on the ground.
She's on the ground.
Stomp her.
Just
Hey,
under you. All right, you
stomp
stomp.
her.
You come down right on top of her.
Boss needs a new scalp.
Oh, give her the people's elbow.
17.
17 hits.
Whew, that's another 6.
I'm gonna give her the people's elbow.
Who are these people?
Nope.
We are the people.
The BFGs.
You hit
I'm
her.
actually going to shout, the people's elbow.
As you do, she actually, again, this time she actually comes and punches your dislocated knee as she tries to bring you down and again wrap you up in a grapple. Go ahead and roll another opposed athletics check.
My God! My God! What in the fuck is going on right now?
I don't know magic.
You
so
have just done
sorcery.
some weird stuff to your dice.
Yeah, so that's an 11.
Yeah, no, she gets you. You're once again
You
restrained.
scream out in pain as your knee nearly gives way again, fall into the ground, and she's just on top of you. Her knees locked into the pits of your arms as she's ready to just wail on you. It's your go.
What do you do?
What do I do? She's ready. Okay, so I'm on my back.
Yep.
Yep.
She's about to wail on me.
Yep.
She's holding my leg.
Yep. You're considered
You're
restrained
restrained
again.
Yep.
Both legs or one leg?
She's just holding your dislocated
She's just
leg.
holding my dislocated leg.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try to break free again.
Okay.
Got it?
Dislocated even more. Just to pull it out.
I'm really
Okay,
tense
alright,
now.
sweet, 21.
Oh, wow. So,
No.
right as her fist comes down, you move, and with her hand slamming to the ground, you grab that and jab your elbow into the side of her neck, pushing it away as you pull and then throw her over your shoulder.
Yes! Kicking ass. Okay, fuck yeah.
It
is
her turn.
as she gets up and she readies herself and waits for you to come to her.
I charge at her.
Okay?
Got
All right, you charge at her.
Recklessly.
Roll regular.
Roll regular.
Yep.
She's using the dodge action.
Got it.
How bad does she look?
Her?
Better than I come in.
You're not there?
16.
16 hits.
Okay.
Yes!
So as you rush at her, she comes in and she's waiting on you, and she actually goes to move with you, but you still catch an opening as you drive your fist into her.
Actually, can I hit her with my elbow?
Absolutely, you
Totally.
Yeah,
can.
that's kind of what I'm gonna go for. Is
Got
one of those.
Got it. Yeah, you come in and just catch her right across the face with your elbow. Just boom, and she comes back in,
Dang, this lady's
facing
tough.
towards you.
Oh, yeah.
God, I've hit her so much. She has hit me like twice.
Yeah.
Like maybe 3 times.
You actually hear low in the fight say, the Regid.
What did she say?
The Regid.
The Regid.
Yep.
All right.
And I'm just thinking like, well, I don't know what that means.
And with this, she comes in with this underhand and just tries to uppercut you across the face. She too
Oh, no.
is going to reckless attack.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Like we said, your attacks haven't really seemed to be doing a whole lot of damage.
Like you.
And connects square on right in the chin. You actually feel as a couple teeth shatter and break as you take 8 points, halved to 4, as she critical hits you.
Okay, now I'm worried.
But now you don't have to be reckless because you get to roll with advantage anyway.
Yep, and now it's your turn.
All right, so I roll with advantage.
Yep.
Return the favor.
That's what I'm planning on doing. Square in the jaw.
Uppercut.
Finish her.
Yeah, I'm gonna uppercut her.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's what's up. That's a hit.
Okay, so 22.
22 hits.
22 hits.
You go for the uppercut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you connect, but it isn't as solid as the other ones. As she brings her hands up at the lap, like tries to stop it, but you still bring her hands up into her face as she slams and stumbles back. And as she does, she actually grabs your arm and punches you right in the back of the elbow, trying to dislocate your elbow this time. Yep. And she is going to.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, go ahead, get reckless.
I bet you won't.
Okay.
is horrible.
And also reckless. And as she does, you feel your elbow snap as you take another 8 points, half to 4, as she crits
crits
on you
again?
Yep.
Yep.
And now both your left elbow and your left knee are dislocated.
Ooh.
You're having trouble standing.
Luckily, I'm right-handed.
Swing with advantage. Take her down.
She looks a little winded as, there's blood.
A little?
Maybe aim for her joints.
She is looking pretty winded. There's some blood trickling down her nose now.
Well, you made her bleed. Good job.
You see that she has
She's
like this,
uncomfortable now.
she has a huge grin across her face.
Turn concave into convex.
It's your turn?
No, wait.
What are you doing,
Convex
Dee?
into concave.
Keep going.
Feed it
I
in.
mean, I am, but I'm trying to think what I want to go for. I want to try to
Boob shot her.
You're not there.
grab. Okay, what can I do to grab her right arm with my right arm, and then kick her in the chest to try to pull and dislocate her shoulder?
Okay, let's just play
Nice. Go ahead and just make a regular attack.
Okay.
And you have advantage because she reckless attacked you.
Yeah.
These getting nasty.
Kiss.
I'm gonna count that as a boob shot.
Okay.
Me too.
It can be in the boob.
Like,
yeah,
her
that's
foot would
19.
go into
19 hits.
Yeah,
Okay.
and as you do, you pull, and then you bring your foot up and you just pull, and everybody hears as her shoulder just dislocates.
She goes, now you're learning to fight! Boom! Ah!
Oh, I love it. This is great.
Now her arm dangling, matching yours as she comes in, and you watch as she.
Oh yeah, my right arm would have grabbed her left. I just realized. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's all
I
good.
just- yeah.
As she actually runs and jumps and comes down with a headbutt.
Oh, God. Reckless?
Reckless.
Yep.
She's like
Black
Fuck
Knight.
this little bitch up.
Cocked.
That's still a 19 to hit.
It hits.
All right, you take 2 points of damage.
Fuck her up.
I'm trying.
Kill her.
Swing back.
Murder. I want murder on
Swing
the floor right now.
Swing that advantage.
Okay, it's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna Should I headbutt her back?
Yeah, of
I'm gonna
course.
headbutt her back.
Okay.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Girl, and let that bitch low.
19.
19 hits.
Crunch.
Slap.
So she hits me, and I go even harder back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Boom! She starts laughing, but not in a "you're pathetic," more in a like excited, like this is what it's about. This is what I love. And she just smiles, and she just comes, "Let's go," and just runs at you.
Alrighty.
All right.
More like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
One arm kind of low, and then comes in and just brings a fist right at you.
I hope your family.
Reckless.
Yeah.
I think she hit the family quotient. Yeah.
And with that, you now see the fatigue finally catching up to her as her attack now is slowed a bit, and you catch back as you back up and kind of parry it away with your fists. It's your turn.
Go for
Her
it.
back exposed to you.
Pop her one in the back of the head.
Kick her in the back.
That's what I'm thinking about doing.
Dislocate her other shoulder.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to grab her other arm and then do the same but backwards.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it's so rude. I love it. Yeah, all right.
24.
24. All right.
Cover my ears
With
for this
that,
description.
you grab the back of her cloth and it's fur lined. You hold her in place, wrap your arm around her right arm.
Yeah, her right arm.
And then put your knee into it and just pull until you hear.
God! And then you see her get up, and she just has this wicked snarl on her face. She actually runs at you, jumps towards you, legs spread apart, wraps her legs around you, and then comes up and starts headbutting you repeatedly.
Oh my God! You have to dislocate the head now.
Then we know.
You actually, as she does this,
Athletics check against this?
no,
it's just flavor.
and then as you do, you actually catch her face. It's your turn.
I catch her face?
Yep.
Yeah, just boom, one-handed.
Oh, yeah, one-handed. Just
Your hand definitely fills her face.
Yeah. Boom.
Okay.
Just look at
Palmed
that.
her face.
Just like
And
slam
I'm
on the
just gonna
ground.
slam it down.
Okay, awesome. Got it. Do it.
She
Roll
rolled
to attack.
reckless?
She did. Yes.
She did roll reckless, yes.
Yes.
So you have advantage.
Okay, dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits.
Boom. You take her, pull back, and then slam her whole body into the ground. You hear, and she slowly gets back up.
Oh my God! Just die.
And she does, you actually, still with her hand, she actually bites your hand.
Please stay down. Please stay down.
Like the Black Knights
And
in
she
Monty
barely
Python.
gets into it. You pull it away, so 13 misses you.
What the fuck? That's what I say.
Yeah. And she's like,
Shit, dude.
Punch her! Punch her!
Yeah,
I'm kind of scared now.
Just hit her in the
like
face!
full-on feral beast that's frothing at the mouth.
Like, I'm like concerned.
Break her ribs.
Yeah, so I'm
the
like,
throat.
okay, and I'm just gonna try to
Deck her in the
all right,
schnoz.
got it.
throat punch her.
All right, you throw
Oh,
punch her.
throat
All right, got it.
punch
Throat
Go.
punch her.
Attack.
Go to sleep.
Advantage? Do I
You
get
have advantage, yep.
Go sleep.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
What'd you get?
Oh BB.
I don't quite get it right. I got a 10.
Got it.
Yeah, as you come down, she actually moves and goes, and then actually comes and tries to bite your arm.
Is she a snake now? She's a
She
snake
doesn't
now.
have her arms there.
Yeah,
What's she gonna do? Like slap her with a limp arm?
Thwap, thwap.
I get enough momentum
Yeah,
going to
exactly.
get my floppy arms.
Once again,
And
see,
you actually she's actually seems very disoriented as she actually bites. She bites about 3 inches too low, and her head hits your arm, but her mouth is down here.
All right, I'm gonna try to use my elbow to just.
Okay, got
Get her.
it. Temple popper.
Away from me.
Yeah.
Got it.
Fuck.
Okay.
Like a
Like
little
a zombie
kid.
fight at this point.
yeah, it kind of really is with her arms kind of
All right,
shambling to the
24.
side.
24 hits.
Got it.
It's like an angry child.
Boom. Takes that, knocks her. You can see her discombobulated as her vision starts to blur that you saw in Sam's. And she goes, all right, trying to make it count. She comes
And she comes up and actually jumps and drop kicks you.
Alrighty.
And that is an 18 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
All right, so you take
Another 2.
another 2. Yep,
It's fine. I'm still
And that was
kicking.
reckless, right?
that was reckless.
Yep, keep on going.
Got it.
boom, it slams into your abdomen, and then, but she jumps back at the last second as her legs take the impact and then jump off.
She
landing.
lands on her feet, arms
Catch her midair
dangling
as
at
she's
her
coming
side.
and just slam her ass.
Yeah, I would like to. Sparta her?
Hit her in the knee.
Yeah, dislocate something down
Oh
there.
yeah, I should dislocate her knee.
Cripple her.
I'm gonna try to sweep the leg.
Sweet.
All right, so you come up and bring your leg up and come down on her knee, trying to dislocate her knee. Go ahead.
Do her hip instead of her knee, because then she could still knee you with that leg.
Why
Just keep going. Keep going.
Keep going. You're not there.
Why would she do that?
I'm living vicariously right
Anybody else a
now.
little creeped out by that?
14.
14 just hits.
With that, you see, as you see her leg get hit, you hear it get, she lands onto it, and then you hear it back into place. And she screams out in pain.
She just knocked it back into place.
Yep, and then pulls herself back up.
Staggering, like barely standing up as she just starts laughing.
And limping.
She seems reasonable.
And she actually, you watch
Nice lady.
as she just roars and throws her arms out and relocates both of her arms, and she goes pop pop, and comes in with a clap on your head.
Jumps up, goes for an ear clap.
She's the devil. This is what this is.
15.
Just hits.
Take 2 points of damage.
Oh my god, this is down to the wire now.
As she lands, and she's just
Uppercut her! Uppercut her!
Yeah.
Uppercut.
Okay.
Catch it.
gone.
I'm terrible.
I'll re-roll it.
It's dead to
Unless we
us.
want to
No,
pick that.
in the box.
It was a
Because we'll take
21.
it. Because we'll take it. 14.
14.
14 hits.
With that, you get down real low, look her straight in the eyes as she smiles, and then just stand all the way up.
Oh,
I'm feeling good about
this. And I want to smile right back at her.
Okay.
And just straight up.
Got it. Boom. And you hear Lo say, and that's what you learn about our tribe. Better than the Reggets. Boom!
Tribe.
And she skyrockets almost all the way up to the second floor as she comes straight back down. You hear something break as she lands, and she holds her side.
I broke her hip.
You have fought before. Welcome to the family.
Slap.
God, you fucking nailed it! Yeah, Harold will go, like, if the fight's over, Harold's gonna run in the ring and hug her.
I'm exhausted.
Her words fade as she sits down and then lays back, passing out on the floor. The crowd erupts into a wild cheer as they come to shake your hand and give you playful nudges on the shoulder with clenched fists, a few of which offer to buy you a drink. Soon after which, Thatch comes up to you with his arms in a sling and bandage wraps around his fists and chest.
And that's where we're going to take a break.
Oh, man! You killed it! You killed it, dude! That was incredible!
I have
Exhausted.
6 hit points left to spare.
Oh my,
I started with 46.
Yeah.
oh my god!
All right. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned.
Yep, this was just the first bar, guys.
Yeah.
We'll be back with the rest.
I took 30 points
I'm
of
not
damage.
And we're back.
And that was the 4th time I got the rash.
No.
You got it. All right.
I thought that was the 6th.
Oh. You keeping track?
Maybe.
I am.
Okay. Welcome back. The party is on the hunt for a serial killer hunting elves, and Harold and V found their way to the Bloody Fist, where they initiated themselves as part of the family through blood.
Sacrifice.
And a whole lot of dislocated limbs.
Yeah, blood, dislocated limbs, sweat, and tears.
Scenes ever.
The crowd erupts and cheers as she takes down 3 combatants back to back, no breaks, all the way through, nearly falling herself, but emerges victorious.
And that's where we pick back up. Thatcher looks to you, V, and holds a hand out in a sign of respect and acceptance.
You should see the hammers. They'll get you fixed up. Feel free to rest as he's nursing his own wounds. There'll be drinks waiting for you when you come back down. It was a good fight.
Thanks. Yeah, you too.
Yeah, not like you. You took down Balin, Stonebreaker. Guess you're made of more than stone.
Guess I am.
Be good to see you here again.
Okay.
Maybe even take on Kozig. Or Mad Jack. Whenever he makes port again. Your friend in here and I will go over the info you're looking for. So,
Okay.
go see the hammers.
You rocked it.
I know.
You rocked it.
I know.
You can roll 2d8 plus 4 for healing, and then the rest you'll have to heal
It's
through
12.
short
I
rest.
can't count.
Did
I'm
the
sorry. I
diamonds.
never learned to count. Okay. So, do 2d8 and
2d8 plus 4, and the rest will have to be short rest. Die.
2d8.
Hey, not bad.
Okay, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14.
That'd be a ton for me, but that's barely.
That's all of mine.
And then
You're resurrected.
and then a short rest.
Yeah, and so one of the priests actually comes over and places their hand on your head, and just says, "Rest." And you find yourself drifting off to sleep as they cast Catnap on you, and you can take a short rest in 10 minutes instead of an hour.
Okay,
Oh,
and that
awesome.
is 1d12 plus 4.
Yeah, and you can roll that as many times as you want, up to
4 times.
4 times. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Harold.
Yes. Nice.
Yes, you'll be fine. She
I know.
made it further than anyone I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, she's something else. She's my best friend.
that's a hell of a friend you got.
I know.
I really want to see her fight Kozik. I've never seen Kozik.
Well, I definitely don't think this will be the last time we're
They
here.
call him Kozik the Crusher.
Yeah, well, they call her Via Miliana Uppercut Gathala.
That's a signature move.
And it's her favorite.
I've never seen someone literally leave the ground. Oh,
I have. Many times. Anyway.
Yeah. From what I can see, not many people can take down Lynn. So, get the feeling she's done this before?
Yeah, we run a few circuits underground.
You see his eyes kind of light up. Oh, man. You die there, nobody cares.
Yeah, no, this is definitely a much better establishment. I don't think we'll be going
Also,
anywhere else.
the watch could get you. Stay. This is better.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel sorry, but I do feel sorry for anyone that does have to fight her.
Yeah, me too.
Especially if she learned how to use her surroundings a little bit more. So, she has strength, but there's no finesse.
She's getting there.
Rude.
I heard she started picking up on Balin's moves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, she's part of the family now, and since she's indisposed currently, so are you. And he holds out a hand,
I take it.
and it's the
Yeah, 100%.
forearm to forearm.
I make the quick adjustment. I'm cool. I'm not like, oh, no, I'm...
And with that, he takes the drinks, both yours and his, and starts walking away. And he
We
nods
have to say it.
and he nods his head. Like takes his and
Yeah.
drinks, nods his head.
I go with him.
Walks away from the crowd as they're all in a murmur and just like really excited about what they just witnessed. He goes, last night, Candoil had just done what V did and beat Lynn. But I didn't get to see it. I heard that he fell to Zig. After getting bandaged up, he had a drink and then headed home. That was he was found 2 alleys over. His skin flayed off, like the scales of a fish,
Jeez.
and decapitated.
Whoa.
Sick motherfucker, whoever it is.
Well, we're gonna get that fucker and kill him.
It's good. It's family.
Handsome Jack the Ripper.
Still upset with Mad Jack. What was the name again? I'm gonna...
Candoil.
How do I spell that?
K-A-A-N D-O
Don't.
I-L-L.
Dio. My dead guy.
Yeah.
I don't say that, obviously.
Oh my god, yeah. He was an elven sailor. He came here from time to time to test his luck, more with coin than fists. But he still earned his right to be family. Always told us to tell anyone who asked he only came for the Quest Brewery ale. Since the Bloody Fist is the only tavern that sells it. You see him kind of like saddened by the fact that he's not going to see his brother again.
I put a hand on his shoulder and I'm like, I just kind of nod. I don't say anything. I just,
I heard there were 2 similar murders recently.
Yeah, we've got guys checking those places too.
Thirsty Sailor
Yeah.
and Sleeping...
Singing... Sleeping Wench.
Okay.
The Wailing Wench.
The Watch are blaming it on the gang war. They don't do that.
No.
It's got to be something else.
Seems personal.
If you're out looking for the bastard that's doing this, make sure to give him what he deserves.
I'll give him more.
Good. Cowards preying on people when they're weak. And blood for blood is fair.
I agree. Do you have any sort of information, you think anything strange about that night? Somebody following?
There's a lot of people that come through here looking for a good time. Like I said, most people just come through trying to make a quick coin. I should have bet on V.
I always bet on V. Always.
Did you bet this time?
Not this time. Didn't really have time. Was kind of trying to survive at the time.
Yeah.
I was an outsider. I understand.
Family's family, man. I'm sure you understand.
Sort of.
So when are we gonna get you in the ring?
Were you serious?
Nah, I'm just shitting with you.
Oh, jeez. Listen, I will play music here anytime you ask, okay? Whew. But no,
But, that being said, she's family. You're family by association. So,
appreciate it. Maybe one day I will tussle with somebody smaller than me. Much smaller.
a lot smaller.
A lot smaller.
He looks at himself. I'm smaller.
Somebody less talented.
But you come here with her.
I will.
And with that, we're going to cut over to Voss and Blaven. You two are riding in a carriage down through the dock ward.
Knees
and
touching.
you pass the intersection of Fish and Ship Street. When Voss, you instantly recognize the surrounding area. You've been here before. As you pass the Thirsty Sailor, you remember that name. This bar. Something from your past echoes in your mind, but you can't quite remember what.
Driver, hold.
You tap on the roof and call out to him. The carriage comes to a stop.
What's up?
Let's meet the girls here instead. I have an odd feeling.
Is this just you not being able to let go?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't know you well enough to answer that question.
Fair enough, but you kind of wear your emotions on your sleeve, and you clearly pissed her off last night. So if this is about a little spat being resolved, I'd much rather get to the real business at hand.
Driver, we're getting off. I open the carriage door. If you want to go on your own and face the serial killer by yourself, by all means, do me a fucking favor and do it.
Oh my god.
I'm sensing a little tension.
Directed by Quentin Tarantino.
I'll once again take the opportunity to walk behind him.
Okay.
I go into the fucking bar.
Okay. Another infamous dive faces the ship prow across the intersection of Fish and Ship Street. It's on the east, whereas the ship's prow commands the west side. It is disheveled and unsightly as most taverns in the dock ward are. This ugly, poorly built tavern has a fieldstone base with wooden upper levels, but many fires and wild brawls with magic as well as axes and hurled tables have changed its face. Hasty patches have been made with more vigor than skill and little to no enthusiasm. Of scavenged, mismatched materials, they thrust like uneven buttresses from the burned-scarred, boarded-over-walled building. Not a window remains at street level, though higher up looks more like trapdoors than portals to admit light or air from the layers of the boards from the windows they close. It is a surprise to you that this place is even open as you watch a couple of people walk inside.
The interior of this Thirsty Sailor is no better than its battered exterior. This is the sort of place gentler folk think every sailor's drinking hole is. Filthy, lawless, filled with a horde of roaring curses and bawdy songs from those who have not already passed out. Everyone you see here is either hard-drinking sailor or a dock walloper. The atmosphere is a sharp, scented, smoky, ill-lit cloud, even in the day, due to the boarded-up windows. This would make it ideal for shady deals if it weren't so noisy, and patrons weren't so apt to slip in spilled drink, or find a thief's fingers, or a bored drinker's fist uncomfortably close. And it's about this time that the girls pull up.
All right, ready? You want to go in first, or you want me to go in first? Why don't I go in first?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna get out, pay the driver, and and then.
How much did this cost?
It's silver, 2 silver, because you guys went on a little adventure beforehand.
Would you like to pay the fare?
Happy to.
Yep.
That comes naturally for you.
Oh my God.
God, you guys! How does Harold keep missing all this?
Because he's clever.
I know.
He is too.
I know.
So,
At that comment, I visibly have to keep myself restrained.
Okay.
But I grip the handle of my sword hard.
Okay. And it's about this time you walk in, and you see Bleven and Voss standing in front of you.
Well, this is about to get awkward.
I walk over to the bar and sit down on a bar stool.
Okay.
Okay. Good strategy.
Good strat there.
So what's the plan now?
And then Vinley walks in, and you see Voss and Bleven.
I nod to her, but I walk over to a table, open one, and sit down. And I begin eyeing the room for anyone looking particularly actively at either of them, and begin an active kind of search for it.
okay.
I'm gonna walk over to the bar and sit near her.
Got it. Where do you go?
Just to an open table, and I'll sit there looking like I don't know where
This
I
place
am.
is pretty busy. There's Voss's table, and then there's a couple seats at the bar.
Okay, so I just had an idea. I'm going to walk up to Bleven and in Elvish say, excuse me, is this the usual hangout? I just came in. I don't know where I am.
Where are you from?
Neverwinter.
What were you looking for?
Not this.
That's respectable.
And then I'll sit down next to him.
I'm not really familiar with the area myself, honestly.
Oh, where are you from?
Lots of different places.
So sitting at the bar is Seisha, Bleven, Vinley, and then sitting away is Voss. As you all start to look over the bar, trying to pick up on anything, sitting down behind the bar with his arms crossed, listening to some drunkard carry on about his woes, is a tall, rotund, unpleasant-looking man with tiny, deep-set eyes, whose stare is as hard and as cold as 2 dagger points. He has blonde, curly hair and is clean-shaven with a razor scars to prove it. He is wearing ragged clothes with a dark vest, but what catches your attention is the blood-stained rag that hangs on his hip, the wafting, strong aroma of a heavily applied woman's perfume, and a tattoo of what looks to be a squid that can be seen on his left forearm.
Voss, you instantly recognize him, but you can only remember the name Smiles. His nickname comes from the fact that no one has ever seen him smile, save for when he is allegedly dragging the latest corpse to the rear of the tavern for disposal into the sewers. Smiles is known to be a contact and information gatherer of the Kraken Society, and to sometimes hire thieves to steal items or rough up a citizen. He no doubt acts for someone who pays to have the deeds done, but doesn't want to be connected with it. And Voss, you can roll me a history check.
5.
5?
Yeah.
No. That's about all you remember. Trying to recall any information from your past seems to be troublesome.
I'm going to take a gold out and stick it between my fingers and just kind of set my hand on the bar.
Got it. He eventually sees you, walks your... everybody that is looking around the room can give me active perception as well. So,
I'm focused on him.
got it?
11.
16.
10.
10. Vinley.
My passive is 13 now.
Amongst the hooligans and deadbeats that sit nursing their troubles away, you notice about 7 strong, muscled bouncers, as well as around 6 surly dwarven waiters tending to the patrons. There are no barmaids or any women on staff, and no houseboys to clean up broken glass and spills. Along the walls are a series of old, grimy posters that advertise the entertainments of 2 elven dancers, known simply as Star and Sky. However, what stands out about it is the name Star seems to be freshly carved through the knife.
Is the bartender close to us?
Yes, the bartender eventually comes up.
I'll start speaking in Elvish and then stop, and then in broken common mixed with Elvish say, "Excuse me, the entertainers,
What do you want?
when do they perform?"
You see him just kind of look sullen. Then looks to you. What do you want?
I would like a glass of wine, please, and I need to speak to someone about some recent events.
I got Baldur's Gate Pale Ale, Amber Fire Whiskey, and Fire Wine. But we're nearly out.
I'll try the fire wine. How much?
A silver.
I'll put the gold down.
Okay. Take it. Puts it in a metal box that slides out. That he locks back. That takes a glass, pours it, and you can smell this sharp scented black wine. As you taste it, it is a clove infused dark red black wine that burns the belly with rich spices.
Oh, that's quite good. I can see why you're almost out. Who could I speak with?
About what? Sorry if the drinks taste watered down. Trying to stretch it out as much as possible.
Understandable.
I'd love to help you, but my hands are tied. Can't be giving out information about murders when my name's involved. As they look to you.
When they say murder, I go, "What?"
He gives you this look like, fucking come on.
Okay. Fine. Why? I want fire wine. Thank you.
How much do you pay?
Silver
No?
and
Pours
copper.
Okay. He goes, thanks for the tip.
Thank you.
Pours you a wine glass. Looks to you, who's sitting in between the 2 ladies. What do you want?
Directions to a better bar.
Oh my god. You're in the dark ward. Best be looking at Castlewood.
Fair enough. I'll have a wine.
Holds out his hand.
I'll give him 3 silver.
Got it? Takes it. Pours the fire wine. And it fills almost as far up as everyone else. But not quite.
That's
you see the last drops of the bottle. Throws it into a bin as it shatters. That's it.
I understand that you can't say anything, but is there someone who could?
You can find a way to renew my license with the Fellowship of Innkeepers, so the damn Brewers Guild will deliver my shipments and tell you everything you need to know.
All right.
Until then, drink up, go home.
Why
He needs
was
a
it?
license?
Yep.
Why was it
That's
rescinded?
a document, right?
Mm-hmm. He looks around and goes, not really profitable bar.
Understood.
Do you have a place
Can't
we
make
could talk?
payments.
Do you have a place we could talk? Someplace private?
Look at the people here. Nobody cares.
I'll be back.
And I
Okay.
get up and I leave and I'm heading to the magistrate's office. That's where the licenses get handled, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Like an hour away.
About 20, 30 minutes away.
Yep.
Where are you going?
She just gets up and walks out the door.
I look back towards the bar.
You guys,
I get up and follow.
Okay.
I don't know what's happening.
Okay. So as you walk out the door, boss appears behind you.
So, if you want a license, if you give me a place to write, if you're willing to share, I'm willing to share.
That's good to know. I'll come back to you.
I'm going
what
to
happened?
purchase his license. He's going to tell us everything we want to know if he gets help with his license.
What?
He can't talk about what's going on, apparently because his name is involved, but he said that if we could take care of getting his license situation resolved, then he would tell us everything we want to know.
Wait, we can't go to the magistrate's office.
You can't. You can't, but I can.
No. Understood. This is the same woman who was brought over to Renar's establishment to take Harold.
She didn't see me. As far as they know, I'm just a lore seeker.
Can you just wait one moment, please? And I head back inside the bar.
You see him walk over to near the end of the bar and lifts up where it extends. And there's this way. Follow me.
I stand up.
With you.
Yes.
Necessary.
Yes.
Alright. And you watch as Blaven and Vinley are walking into a back room behind the bar.
Fuck are people going?
I learned it from you, Dad.
That's good.
That was good.
That is so good.
So what are you doing next week?
Alright.
I watch that happen, slink back out the door, say, we need to wait here. I think deals are being done or people are going to need our help. I don't know which.
All right. I'm going back to my wine then.
Okay, you walk back inside.
Okay.
Yep.
And they're gone. Only boss is with you.
All right, fine.
The
I'm just sit
bartender's-
down at the bar and I'm going to take their wine and set it in front of me.
Wow.
Hey.
That's fair.
I sit next to you. That's a lot.
Yep.
One of them tastes like dragon fruit for the next minute.
Oh, that's
Because that
good.
burns.
I kind of try to remember. Did I see where they were going at the very least?
Yeah, so
Okay.
there's the bar that's along the back wall. He lifted up the extension where there's no bar underneath. So the table lifts up. They walked behind and into a back door that says it says Smiles on it.
I don't like that.
He's embraced the name, I see. That's legit.
Have you learned anything else besides that?
Nope. Just that Blaven is apparently from a lot of places.
You guys are escorted into an office, and he pulls out an old guilds. Basically, deed.
Charter.
Yeah, old guilds charter. You know, this is what I need.
Okay. So let's talk about the quality of your information first.
Oh, I like you.
I know who you need to talk to.
Is that person accessible to us?
Will be.
Get it, Blade.
So what's the dating on the parchment that he has? How expired is it?
It's about a month and a half.
Is there a way for me to modify that one to give him about 30 days so that if he screws me, he's going to need me
You'd
another 30?
have to marking out a date and then writing a new one won't work.
Okay, so
Yeah.
can I've got the material to forge one.
Yep.
I just want to give him Tom, look, I'll give you 30 days. Once we verify the quality of your information, I'm willing to come back and extend it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will.
He just sits in a chair, kicks his legs up, crosses his arm.
I will do my best.
All right. So go ahead and give me an intelligence forgery check. So you're going to add your intelligence modifier plus
Your
your
proficiency.
proficiency bonus.
Can I assist him since I've recently signed a brand new brewer's
Oh,
license?
that's true. We actually.
I've signed a lot of things in the past couple
You've signed it.
days.
There's not what he's doing isn't really a way. There's not a way you could help him in that. You know the document, but you wouldn't be able to make the document.
Okay.
Yep.
He's literally making a document right in front of you.
Does he have advantage since the other one is sitting next to him?
No,
He can literally trace it?
no.
Okay.
But
Try to help.
Yeah,
what
we're
is your
trying
total?
hard.
I'm looking for forgery on here.
It's not on there, so it's your intelligence modifier
Okay.
plus your proficiency bonus, which I
Yep.
believe is plus 2.
Okay, so 14 total.
14.
Nice.
Yes. With ease. Takes about, they're gone for about 15 minutes as you trace it over, and you leave the date kind of open for right now.
Okay.
And but looking side by side, even to you, it's a perfect match.
Shit.
It's kind of my thing.
Could have used you a while ago.
I suppose so.
So, about 3 nights ago, we were having business as usual. The boys, Star and Sky, were dancing. No one paying attention. The usual. No one except some creepy fuck. I told Star to tell me about it in the morning, on account of some business I needed to do that night. Should have listened to him, because he never showed up back to work. Found dead and skinned about 3 alleys over.
Jesus.
Easy to get away with it in the Dark Ward. Candlelighters Guild gave up a long time ago. So there's no light, lots of shadows.
Do you know anything about the person that was watching them? You said he was creepy. How so?
I never did get a good look at them, but I know who did. I know that they were hooded, never ordered a drink from me. But you're gonna want to talk to Sky. If you find the bastard, bring him my way.
And where do we find Sky?
We'll take you.
So just so you know, we have a couple other people with us as well.
Couple of who?
A couple other folk outside.
You're drinking that awfully fast.
Yep.
Bring him my way. I have a few questions for him on how to clean our wastewater systems.
All right.
Follow me. He takes you out.
Okay. These guys are back.
They're sitting at the bar. She has all 3 of your wines and is currently finishing off the last one.
Alrighty then.
God, her face.
With that, you drink it so fast and you drink 3 glasses, make a con save.
Oh no.
Now we get to see drunken Sasha. Now we get to see some drunken Sasha.
Oh,
Let's see who's judgy now.
Yeah. Let's see
That's
you.
a 7.
7? Yeah.
Oh yeah, you feeling it?
Yeah.
You wine drunk.
It'll be gone. in
Red
like
wine drunk
5
is the worst
minutes.
kind of drunk there is. It makes you too powerful.
You're not belligerent, but you're coasting. You feel real good. Your words may be a little loose.
I had a great time last night. How was your night?
I spent it with this cock we're traveling around with.
Seems like a really nice guy. Maybe he's just, I don't know, reacting to what you put out. This is good wine.
What exactly? Trust me when I tell you, the first thing he said to me when I sat down was "good boy." So needless to say, it's not unwarranted.
Okay,
He's one of Davil's
what was the
stooges.
first thing you said to him?
Nothing.
Did you give
How
him the
far
look?
away are we from these guys?
They're having this
I
conversation.
think it's just
While you were in
Wow,
there.
okay. Okay. All right.
That look you where you're like, that one. Where you look like you hate everybody around you.
I know that look.
Was that the prompt for him to say good boy?
Okay. If making a face at someone gives them the right to insult me, then we're all in Waterdeep back to kindergarten, I guess. Shall we get the magistrate to put us in the corner the next time as well?
Methinks the gentleman protests too much.
It's about this time that
You guys walk out.
All right.
What in the... All right.
Smiles lifts the counter back up, points to you towards the main thoroughfare of the bar.
Productive.
I think so.
All right.
Are you guys good here?
Hi.
Yeah!
Grand.
Yeah, it's great!
Excellent.
How many alcoholics are in the party?
All of us.
I am not an alcoholic,
Inside-
but good money was spent.
11,
Fair enough.
18.
Fair enough.
What are you trying to figure out?
Sky,
I want to see how angry y'all are.
Natural 20 on deception
Fuck
check.
you too with my 11. 18, motherfucker.
Oh, I'm good.
Oh, good.
I'm good.
Oh.
Sky's gonna be in the back corner over there.
So we have a contact.
We made a new friend.
But how?
Her name's Sky.
Wait, but how?
We did a favor. I start walking towards Sky.
Should we? I stop her for a sec. So I don't think all 4 of us should approach her. Obviously, are you the? Just you and me? Since we're all elves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Threatening.
a great idea.
You guys,
Super good.
you guys can work out your stuff here at the
I
bar.
don't lie. That's my thing.
It's an excellent thing. I respect that thing.
Right?
Totally respect it.
I know. And respect is so important.
Inside check this motherfucker.
So you can roll a d20. You can either use persuasion or deception.
You don't
picking
have to
up
say-
my-
You say which one.
Aggression.
Still the best one.
Oh my god, that was so good.
All right.
Dirty
so,
20.
beats me. Got a 14.
So, what is your true feelings about that?
So she's a liability, drunk. It was a liability. My main concern here is that, from my perspective, we didn't really just hire him. We hired a group, and the party split up and dysfunctional.
I mean,
Right.
I mean, not wrong.
I catch
I mean,
this. I
we
do
didn't make
sigh
money.
inwardly
Well, we
and I
kinda.
say,
Could have.
We didn't we?
go.
We did this so you could make money.
But I just want to see you win. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
All right,
Sends you
I
off.
let her lead.
I'll watch your backs.
Although he pointed you in the right direction, a lot of people in here are wearing hoods and things like that. I need you to make an investigation.
Both?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looking under the hoods of people.
15, 17.
Got it.
All right.
Correct.
You got 15?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Almost simultaneously, you see as you scour the bar looking and asking around for the entertainer, which would seem easy, but despite the workers consisting of mostly brutes and dwarves, the patrons look to be mostly lithe fishermen and elves. Eventually, you come across a hooded figure that simply nods when you ask about the second elven dancer, and with a soft murmur or soft voice, "I am Sky."
He looks up as you're removing his cowl, hood, revealing the sharp elven male features
Bless you.
that dance a fine edge of androgyny. His high cheekbones are accented by the sharply groomed short dark beard that almost looks like makeup more than naturally grown because of how perfect it is. His green eyes seem to nearly glow in the dim light as he looks up to you.
Can I see? Oh, brown hair?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I have watched you all enter since... I've all watched you since you entered. Sorry if you came for a show. I am not currently performing.
No, we didn't come for a show. Look around. Does anyone seem to be particularly carrying interest?
I am actively searching.
Make a perception check.
Yep.
Damn.
Your total?
Only an 8. I don't suppose I can switch that for my passive, which is 14.
No, you were actively looking.
Gotcha.
I want to spin around,
Uh-oh.
glass in hand,
Uh-oh.
and survey the bar.
Uh-oh.
Looking to make sure no one's being weird.
Oh my god.
Well, there's one.
You catch a look of yourself in
Guessing
the
this is
mirror.
disadvantage.
Yes, disadvantage on your roll.
Close one.
Oh, that was sad. So that's gonna be a. I think that's an investor perception.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 9.
9.
Blaven.
It's hard to tell.
It's
A
Blaven.
lot of dark and shady people in this
Blaven's the
bar.
creepy one.
Not really doing a lot though.
Does anyone look at me?
I'm looking at you.
Anyone else?
There's occasional glances.
If he hasn't
Because you're doing that.
If someone looks at me,
Stop pursing your lips at me, ladies.
They scowl their eyes at you, turn their head,
Just
and
looking
then
for a bar
literally
fight.
pick up their chair and turn their back to you.
That's right.
And you see, like, every single one of them, just a middle finger to
I'm
you.
on to you.
Yeah, you showed him.
I did. He turned away.
Yeah,
He was intimidated.
good job.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you. Still mad.
All right. As you look around,
About
As you look
what?
you don't see anything, boss. Nothing
Okay.
catches your eye.
No, we're not here for a show, Sky.
May we sit?
We're here for justice against the person hunting us.
What do you want to know?
The barkeeper told us that you got a good look at the person that was being creepy towards you two. Do you mind describing him for us?
He was heavily hooded. Older, frail, lithe, spindly man with sunken features. Beak-like nose. Salt and pepper soul patch beard. Wore hand-stitched together leathers. Scraggly furs. That's all we noticed.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
Was he alone? Did he come in with anybody?
He was alone. Entered by himself.
And left following your friend?
My brother.
Oh.
He left around midnight.
Where was Star
I
going?
stayed after to help Smiles. I had to identify his body because his head was missing.
Do you know where Star was going?
Home.
Oh, yeah.
He loved to dance. His steps were as light as a feather, as graceful as a swan, fierce as a tiger. When we found him, his feet were flayed off.
Ow.
I'm gonna kill this guy so bad.
In Elvish, I say, the moon has risen on Star, but the sun is still on you, and I will find the person that did this, and I will make them pay.
And you see, he looks up at you, and you can see and understand that Sky is a wood elf. Sky is also transgender. And you get that feeling, and he looks at you. I worship my brother. I will never be as good as him. And he's speaking in Elvish. You find him, and you make him pay.
I'm gonna lean closer to Sky and do this on his face and say, he will wish I decapitated and flayed him.
You see a tear running down his eye as he...
I will show him he does not mess with anyone like us. Then I'll stand up and I'll walk back to the bar.
I'll bow and follow.
Oop, here they come.
Progress?
Yeah.
I'm hard pressed to imagine one man being able to do all that, though.
Right.
Particularly the way she described him.
I'll describe the person that Sky told us about.
He sounds like a creeper.
We have a positive identity at the very least.
At least someone to talk to.
Yes. We've got one place left to hit. I suggest we go there, meet the others later.
Yeah, what are you doing here anyways? I thought this was our place.
It was. I just got an odd feeling.
What do you want?
Can I try again to think where I know him from? Specifically what else I know about him?
I will let you roll it, but at disadvantage.
Sure. Fair.
It's behind you. That's hurtful.
7. That was actually better than my last one.
No.
But that's hurtful.
Yeah. Nothing. Leaving, sir.
I like your tattoo.
So what do we think the odds are that he'd come back for the sibling?
I don't know. Sky said they would never be as good, so maybe the person's looking for powerful. Maybe he's escalating. Tends to happen with murders.
There might be a chain with the next corpse, something we can go on.
So wait, what did he do to her? Him? Her? I didn't catch.
Him.
Him. What did he do to him?
Lots of bad things.
A lot of very bad things, Seisha, that you don't want to know about right now.
I think I do. I am not a child. People need to stop treating me like I'm a child.
Okay,
Let's
Seisha.
have this conversation in the carriage, please.
All four of us in the carriage?
Yeah, Voss. What's the plan?
If there's a carriage that'll fit 4, then yes. Is there a carriage that'll fit 4?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I do then. I go outside and I flag.
As you go to leave, you see Smiles eyeing you intently.
Uh-oh.
Trying to figure out
Oh no!
how he... You pick up your passive. It's like he's doing the same thing you were just doing. Brings up...
Any chance we would notice that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you notice him checking out Voss.
I give him a look. Do I get the feeling that at any point in time we were enemies?
Not the way he's looking at you.
I turn around and I leave the bar then.
Okay.
I don't want to be in an area where we're going to have to be.
So when we get outside, ask what that was about.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, if we're going to make this work, we really need to not have relevant secrets.
The relevant secret is I don't remember that man, or I think I don't.
He seems to remember you, or at least was struggling to.
Same with me.
Okay.
That's all there is.
Fair enough.
I flag a carriage,
Okay.
ready to go to the next bar.
Yeah, it's gonna be 2 copper. 2 nib.
Do we not want to pick up the other 2?
How far away are
We
they?
were supposed to go to 2 different bars, but since you guys came here, we have twice the ground to cover. But that's okay, because you're nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But I was just thinking it might be good to get the band back together.
Oh, yeah.
All
And then
right.
we could all go, because, I mean, we're obviously a group. Right?
Okay.
That's fair.
Plus, I miss Harold and V.
And I can't carry her if she passes out.
That's a really good point.
All right. We'll make our way for that tavern.
Okay.
Hopefully whatever business
No.
I have will be concluded.
Don't pass out.
Oh my god.
You're going where?
Okay. You make your way to the Bloody Fist.
So at this point in time, I do want to say at the Bloody Fist that I am stoked about this victory. I am healed, 1 point less of full health, and that's not even using. It's only using 2 of my short rests. And so, yeah.
Barbarians, man.
So I've decided that I've had celebratory drinks. I'm assuming a lot of them were bought for me.
And I am.
Oh yeah.
All of them were.
All of them
And
were
I
bought
am-
for me, and I am not stopping.
Yeah, and I am like teetering on like a stool, playing accordion music for the entire place, and keep playing battle music. Should I roll a performance?
Sure.
Why not? That's still a 12.
The balancing.
Oh yeah,
But
you
you're
know.
still going.
At
At any point in time, do you drink?
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Roll
do.
that con save.
Also, V, roll con save.
I roll it.
I'm sure.
So I don't have any sort of advantage, right?
No.
I didn't think so.
I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, you have a disadvantage.
What was
that's
the other
it is.
one?
Yeah, the other one was 15. It's fine.
It's fine.
Oh, good. I have a really good
Yeah,
con.
you have a really good con.
So 17.
Okay, yeah, you're
fine.
fine.
Yay!
It's a good time.
You all walk in, and there's Harold on the bar doing his stick. You see V as like a crowd of people, and it is a crowd trying to lift her up as she's got a tankard in each hand.
I make eye contact with Bob.
I'm gonna run over and try to
Drinking out of the
help
other.
hoist her.
I look at Vaz. This may have been a mistake.
I was like, eyes locked with Boss. I stopped playing immediately, and I'm like, V, we're caught. We're caught.
But
We're fucking caught. We're fucking caught.
I won though.
What'd you win?
She beat 3 people's asses tonight. 3 asses beat.
Wait, what?
It's like middle
I beer, and I go, cheers.
That's great. Let's go celebrate at another tavern down the street. Let's do that now.
Okay.
All right, guys, let me down.
Let you down.
I will
I'm
hop
like, all
down.
right, come on, Harold.
Let's
They
go.
should finish that drink.
Jesus Christ.
I'm in God mode. Let's go.
You all see
Someone's gonna need a new cup.
on the chalkboard above the bar that says Sam, Balin, V, Kozig, Mad Jack, as Adrian's name is no longer on the list.
And as we go out the door, I'll be like,
I won. I'm better than them.
I
And I
call
proved it
Told you that.
with my fist.
flag down a large carriage.
So before
I'm not even
that,
drunk. I'm just excited.
Oh, I am.
do we want to maybe
Oh.
send somebody not so boisterous in to see if we can identify, now that we have a description of the person? I mean, this is one of the places where
Good idea, Harold. Did you learn anything?
He goes to my notes.
Yes, Harold.
Yeah, a guy named how do I pronounce that? Conduel was killed, flayed, and decapitated.
How was he flayed?
Take the skin off, I guess.
Where?
2 alleys down from here.
No, where was he flayed on his body?
His whole body?
Wait, he was decapitated?
Yeah.
Did they keep his head?
I imagine.
That's kind of important.
Ours was flayed too. And
Did you get a description of perpetrators or anything like that?
Then nobody here knew anything about a description or anything like that. They didn't see anybody. But they definitely want us to kill him, and I definitely want to kill whoever it is.
You trust the word of whoever you talk to?
I look over at V.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yeah, but all that means is they didn't see somebody acting sneaky. Now we can look for the beaked man.
Wait, we got a description.
We did.
So maybe you give him the description, and he can ask the people here, and then they might be able to put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, that's the route he was going on.
That seems good to me. That's an excellent idea.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
So Blaven,
I appreciate your insight.
Thank you.
And so he gives me the description, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go back inside real quick.
Got it.
I'm gonna pause at the door and be like, V, I need you to come with me.
Okay.
They don't want me to go alone.
Oh.
All right. So I go back with V.
Oh, right, because...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm family through you.
Right.
Right.
Also, they're attacking elves.
Yeah.
and you're
Also
half-elf,
that. Yeah. That
and-
would really help if you were here.
Yeah, okay, what's up?
So I'll take her back inside. We'll go find, what was his name again? The guy who spoke to me? Thatch. We'll go find Thatch again.
Okay.
And be like, hey man, got a little more info on our friend who we're all trying to get rid of.
Okay.
Do you recognize anybody? And I give the description that was given to me by Blaven.
It's a bunch of spindly old dudes that come through here. I'll go ask the ugly.
You see me like visibly, oh no, don't say that. But then I'm like, oh, he's probably not gonna say that to the guy's face.
Yeah.
So I'll follow along with him.
Okay. He has a conversation with him, and Uglak says he kind of remembers someone like that, but not exact descriptions.
Right.
So
you know, it's a possibility, but he wouldn't give it.
It's a possibility.
Okay, so we'll head back out and I'll explain.
the thing that caught him the most was the long goatee.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, there's some old guy came in.
Okay.
About a 10-day ago, 3-day ago, day ago. I don't know.
Okay, I appreciate it, Ugly. And then we'll head back out with another round of music and cheers and shit. Okay.
Yep.
And then once we're outside, like, oh yeah. Okay, so it's an old guy.
Right?
They think that the bartender there, or the owner, I guess, he recognized the sort of, but he wasn't 100%. So
vague details still match the description of the man.
yeah. So I think we've got a description that fits.
We have one more place to check.
But if he was smart, he would have been wearing a disguise.
Wait, one more place to check. Where are y'all supposed to like?
No, they showed up at our place. Yeah.
The way these bodies are found, this doesn't sound familiar to me, does it?
No.
Okay.
I'm not trustworthy.
Are you drunk?
Yes.
I am in my cups. 4 of them.
3 glasses.
Carriage, large, flagged. Now.
Flag of carriage. It's
Another 2 nib.
Yep.
Where you're going.
Harold was the fighter, the one from the bar.
We are going
Where's
to
hands
the
detached?
Sleeping Wench.
Okay.
Correct? They didn't mention
It's
that.
been an hour from back and forth. Roll another con save.
The dancer, Star. Their feet were cut off.
That's a 7.
Still toasted.
That's double 7.
You said someone's head was cut off.
Yeah.
Head and feet.
I wish
Just
these
the
windows
head,
were
but
Feet
then
were
their
flayed.
skin,
They didn't
their
mention on
entire
my body any
skin
other
was
parts
flayed
cut
like
off, just the
scales.
head, right?
Just the head was cut off.
Okay.
And then the entire body, the skin was flayed,
Like scales.
like scales.
I
Like
hope
scale
they're not
mail.
wearing a skin suit.
Yeah. That's what you told me.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're targeting elves for their talents.
What?
The dancer, the fighter. Who was the third one?
We're about to find out.
He, I guess, was really smart.
How, believe it, I just met you, and I don't want to be too forward here.
He's so nice.
How okay are you with killing people?
Just go from 1 to yeah.
I suppose it depends on the circumstances.
These circumstances. You feel okay with murdering the shit out of this guy?
I wouldn't call it murder.
There we go.
All right, there we go. That's all I need to know. I'm on board.
Well, shouldn't we take him to the law?
We will.
Assuming we have the opportunity.
That smile tells me that the opportunity is not going to present itself.
It's not going to be easy.
So part of our role here is to help the Watch. That's what we do as Doom Raiders. So.
How dumb do you think I am?
I'm just telling you what we believe. The Watch can't handle everything. That's why we're out here tonight solving this problem. The Watch isn't going to put 3 elves in harm's way to solve this problem, but we will.
Damn right.
2.5.
It deals with Davil's business, so I think he is being sincere here.
Okay, whatever.
We'll hop into that next carriage, go to that last bar.
At the corner junction of Snail and Pressbow Lane is a more quaint, less violent tavern. Although still haphazardly constructed, it is one of the nicer bars you've come across in the dock ward. It is the first one you've come to today that still has a sign that hangs above the front door, although it is eroded and dry-rotted from the salty air and summer suns. Although entering, you are greeted by a jaunty tune of a playful fiddle and lute, as a myriad of women can be seen dancing on the tables, most of which are wearing black skin-tight dresses that explode into an array of bright colors. Bright red and flowing skirt like a carnation flower. I was like, chameleon flower. That doesn't make any sense.
I thought you were going to say camellia.
No, carnation flower as they dance with tambourines. The music grabs everyone with passion, and it's intriguing flamenco cante, making it hard to not get swept up in the music.
I want to dance on the table.
You know, it'd be really great to change the song.
Let's.
Yeah, change this.
Yeah.
You know what?
Maybe,
You know what?
maybe sound like a little less anxiety.
I would like be very happy if you
Yes.
changed it to anything else.
The,
Dance on a table.
the flamenco cant.
Do it, go!
I'm going to attempt to restrain her from doing
Okay,
this.
go ahead. You make opposed.
Athletics or acrobatics on
As
your
everyone else?
You're at disadvantage. Oh,
What
yeah.
am I doing?
No, he's stopping her from going up on the table.
I thought we were all rolling something.
That's 7.
Natural 20.
Yeah, you go to start, he just grabs you by the back of your armor and just sits you down.
Okay.
This is where, if there's time later, maybe. Really? But we're keeping, no.
Well, at least we're honest.
We're being inconspicuous right now, so
So I shouldn't,
no.
throw my wings.
Oh, God.
No. Let's
Okay.
not do that. Just stay here and
Okay.
we'll get you some not alcohol.
Murder.
Right.
Despite the name, the clientele and atmosphere allude to the fact that the tavern does not seem to be a bawdy fest hall of lewd pleasures.
Okay.
It's called the Sleeping Wench,
Okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
but it is not that.
Not the screaming. Or the wailing one.
The music and dancing are loud enough to pull your attention, yet it is quiet enough that you can overhear conversations at nearby tables, usually talking about merchant feuds, city gossip, and the worsening state of the realms in general. What do you guys do?
Anyone wearing a hood?
You can look for someone that has a hood.
I'm looking for the guy in the description.
Okay.
Or someone wearing a hood.
Yep.
I'll join that.
Yes, we're gonna come back to the same place.
Dirty 20.
16.
16. You both adamantly know that there is no man here that is old, and surprisingly, there's no one even really wearing a hood.
Good.
The feeling here is very jovial. Everybody wants to be a part of the fun.
Yep, and lots of conversations.
I'm gonna take V to the bar, and as we're sitting down at the bar, I'm gonna be like, man, this is like old times, all the bar hopping. This is great. Except for the whole trying to hunt a murderer thing.
Yeah, but this is the first time in a long time I feel this good. Let's go!
Let's go! And I'm gonna turn to the bartender and be like, hello!
You see a middle-aged man with middle height, nondescript, and has a mustache. Overall, the type who blends well into crowds.
Cool. I'm going to say, what do you guys got? What do you guys got here? What's your like special drink? And I pull out my mug and set it on the table, or set it on the bar.
Can I roll perception to see that he still has his mug?
Sure, if that's what you're looking.
Oh yeah.
With
He looks
Oh,
at
it
you.
doesn't.
He goes, "We are best known for our Fey tequila."
Well, pour me a
Get it
shot.
to me.
Pour us both a shot of that. Pour mine in here if you could.
You need a shot out of a
It's my
mug.
lucky. It's my lucky mug.
He
Your unlucky mug.
kind of mixes up a drink. It's a gold apiece.
I am.
All right.
I got it. This is on me.
All
You're the
right.
champion today.
That's what is up.
I go up to the bar as well.
Slap the mug out of his hand.
Nope.
He does not put it in the mug. He
Oh,
sets
yeah.
he sets a glass, a shot glass down, a double. It has a translucent blue liquid, and there is a multicolored worm
Oh no.
at the bottom.
Wait, what?
Oh no.
Multicolored worm at the bottom.
Yep.
I've
I
seen
yell,
this movie.
tequila is my lady, and I take it.
Seeing that she's gonna take it before I can get it in my cup, can I take it with her, or do I need to? I need to like.
You
have
need
to
to put it in the
the
cup.
I pour it in and get it as quickly as I can. I'm like, the worm.
Yep.
Oh God, please no. We're good.
Okay.
I roll.
You're fine.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
You're not
It is
drinking enough.
sweet and delicious.
I'll hook
I mean,
my
I
mug
am
back
a
down.
280-pound woman.
This is never going to work if they don't sober up.
Woo! That was good.
The only one that's currently drunk is Station. They're just having a good time.
Woo!
Speaking of, what are you guys doing?
Go ahead.
So they've all walked to the bar, right? We're just kind of
No, I'm
standing
at a
there.
table.
Table.
Fair.
Yeah. And you and Blaven are still standing there.
Blaven, are you scared?
A little bit.
Honest answer, I wasn't expecting that. I am too. And I don't think the other ones get the severity of this situation.
Well, they're not targets, so
I mean, I guess it is ironic. People are hunting elves. We're usually the mean ones.
Maybe it's why they're hunting.
Rude. Do you think it's a human? He said elderly.
yeah, he said elderly and scrawny, so that sounds human to me.
I don't know what to do from here. Frankly.
I'm at the front of the bar. I pull bartender towards me.
The bartender's talking to me and Harold.
I pull out, I don't know, there's cost of gold. Shit. I pull out a gold.
Okay.
And lay it on the bar.
Okay. Well, you were about to say something to him?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm like, so I hate to bring down the mood because we're very excited and clearly the music's going, everything's great. We heard a rumor that somebody recently went missing in the area. Is that true?
Yep.
Not that I know of.
Insight.
Okay.
I don't
I'll
buy that
assist
for
with
a
this.
second.
Listening to this conversation.
Oh, it's terrible. 8.
17.
Generally, you can't pick it up, pick up on what he is, but no, tell the truth.
Nothing. You haven't heard anything about anybody going missing? No attacks?
Well, now that you mention it, there was a murder a couple alleyways down, but don't know much about that other than she was killed.
Do you know anybody here who might know something?
I mean, everybody in here comes from somewhere.
Well, so you didn't know the person, nothing about it?
Nope.
Okay.
I didn't.
So,
I come up behind you and tap you on the shoulder and say, he's telling the truth. Kind of whisper it in you.
Okay. And I'll nod and be like, well, hey, I appreciate it, man. If you do hear anything and you see me before I leave, just let me know, okay? We're just trying to look into things.
Yeah, sounds good.
Right. As I head back to the table, I begin where we parked Seisha. I want to start listening for anything that sounds vaguely, even close, like what we're looking for.
Make a perception check or an investigation check, your choice.
I was about to scan the room to see if there was anyone that could know anything.
Okay.
You can make a perception or investigation as well.
22. Yours might be higher.
24.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You scan and you actually find two people. You find a group of people talking, is what you see. And Voss is actually semi-close to that conversation as you see him start to listen.
You see his attention get piqued.
And he actually
makes eye
contact with you, and you point him in the direction, and Voss starts to listen.
Yep. You hear about old Celia?
That half-elf Fisher? No, what happened?
She was found dead almost a 10-day ago in the back alley just behind the bar.
Did they finally catch up to her? Age finally catch up to her?
No. Word is she was found nearly decapitated with her back ripped clean off. Watch said they found her like 2 just after midnight. Also heard whoever did it, they nearly caught him in the act from how fresh the flaying was and the fact that the head wasn't fully separated.
That's not right, that is. No one has no business going out like that. Poor old crone.
Thing is I also heard 2 other places got hit. Thirsty Sailor and Bloody Fist.
Well, fuck me.
Yeah. Just there's a couple other bars around.
I know. Knowing those bars, I know there's a few I wouldn't be going to.
Yep. Let me just go back to the drinks.
From across the room.
I get what you're laying down. For a moment before I confront these gentlemen, is there any pattern in my mind, thinking of the city map, between this bar, the next bar, and the next bar?
Go ahead and make me...
Good.
Insight?
I don't know what that would be, in all honesty.
I think looking for a pattern.
Investigation, maybe?
Go ahead and make me... Yeah, investigation would be fun. You can make either investigation or history.
Cool.
Oh, that's what's
Natural
up.
20.
Yeah.
Kicking ass tonight.
You know that these 3 bars are open late. Every single one of the 3 bars you've been to are by alleyways, and every single one of them is catered to elves.
And what is the closest one that hasn't been hit yet?
The 3 bars you're talking about are very spread out. There does not seem to be a pattern in bar location.
Yeah. It's what they're around. Like you instantly get the connection. Every single murder has happened well after midnight. So the bar has to stay open late. And every single bar has catered to elves. And every single bar has been next to an alleyway. Every murder has been in an alley. So with your natural 20,
yeah.
The next possible, and it's a place that you've actually, it's one you would have never thought of if you hadn't caught this, because it's a bar that is not known. It's called the Friendly Flounder. It's open late. It's near an alley, and you remember, one of the things you remember is that it actually holds one of the only places in all of Waterdeep that sells a wine that elves love.
This is all stuff that you've heard, and it's all coming back to you from your past times here. You've never been here.
Yep.
And you don't know what you're looking for. All you know is a place called the Friendly Flounder.
I point to you, ask you to come towards the table. I get your attention, and you over.
What's up?
There's a pattern between the 3 bars.
Say shit.
Is it
Important information.
Oh.
They all cater to elves. They're all close to alleyways. They all open late.
That's right. The one with the bloody fist was killed in the alley, and the one... Yeah, you're right.
There's one place around here, I've never been to it before, but it caters specifically to elves, too. It's called the Friendly Flounder.
What time is it?
That's not a very elven name.
Right now,
That's kind of a lame name for a bar. I mean, no offense to bar.
Why
It's
would
in
I
the dog
be
word.
offended?
I don't know. Ignore me.
So if that's the case, we should send someone in tonight.
No,
No,
That's
can't
got-
be you.
you're not an
It
elf.
needs to be an elf.
I think it needs to be me. I'm the best actor, no offense.
I'm the most pretentious.
But I'm the
For
best.
real.
But I'm the best actor.
Okay, how about you both go in and see who gets attacked first?
I look more defensive.
I want to be.
I'm going...
With all due respect, my job here is to be the bait. So
What?
I'm more than happy to go in.
Okay.
Oh no, he's the guest. He can't be the babe.
This is what he signed up for. If this is what he wants to do, we have to allow him to make his choice.
Harold's like... I mean, if you feel comfortable with it, man.
I'm probably not incredibly comfortable with it, but
Right.
gotta do what you gotta do.
I just feel like
Hey, I'll have
that's-
your back 100%, all right?
It's horrible things for hosts to do.
You have your wits about it, you, and I trust your common sense. But we will be watching just to make sure. Scout the
don't
place early, see if there's a place where we can ambush them.
He may be there now.
Possibly.
If he's there, we can't jump him in the tavern. We gotta draw him out. An alley would literally be perfect to take him out.
Or why don't we wait in the alley?
How good are you at acting? Line.
Could you hide
You
me?
probably won't even have to act. Just
Probably
walk in,
not.
walk out.
It's not.
No, I want you to walk out drunkenly. Look more defenseless than you already are.
I'm a damn
Do you-
good actor, man.
Do you think you could act?
Well, I don't know that the.
Joe?
I mean, maybe, but I don't know that the victims were necessarily drunk.
Sure.
The dancer, after a long night, they're not going to walk home. I mean,
Right, but she
You
probably
are-
appeared more defenseless naturally.
well, the question is,
Here's the
you were
thing
saying
here.
earlier you think they were going after people who were powerful, right?
Right.
Who had strengths.
Why don't
So-
we just send all 3 of them into the bar and then have them leave one at a time and go through that alley?
And be on the lookout for
And that way we have 3 chances to catch the guy.
But then we're gonna be 2 people short if one of us gets jumped.
I can leave my
It's a
butterfly on someone.
commotion.
I'll be the first one to leave. I can leave my butterfly on someone. If it disappears, I'm in trouble.
I'm going to assume from the description that A, this guy's human. B, this guy must have some use of magic because nobody hears it and he's an old guy, right? It's not exactly. This
Or
isn't
he's disguising himself.
He could be. But if he's disguising himself, he's using the same disguise each place.
Yeah.
I think that to me, it sounds like some sort of spellcaster, so we can't count on there being sound. We need to have as many people in one group and one bait.
I'm saying we put the 3 of us in the alley and we use you guys as bait.
Right.
I vote Harold's plan.
I vote Harold. If they want talented people, he can play music. And they might target that.
Harold pales a little. That's a good point.
He also likes flame skin, and I've got a pretty unique physique for that.
Right.
That's true.
But what skill would you be condemned for?
Well, again, I
He's
don't know that
kind
he's
of covered in.
Okay. I pull out a coin.
Okay.
Let's not do
Heads.
this again.
No. Heads. Tails. Do we accept this?
You cool with that?
No.
You wanted to be you.
Yeah.
We need to.
Why don't we just take a vote? Let's take a vote.
He wants
If you
it, he
want
can
it to
have
be
it.
you, I'm fine with that.
I let out a breath. Okay. Yeah. I believe in you.
However, if there's a window open or anything like that and you see them, signal to us somehow if you can.
Absolutely. I'm not going as a lamb to the slaughter.
Yeah, hell no.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Let's go visit a flounder.
All right.
As you asked earlier, it is only about midday. You guys started early. You guys
didn't realize that.
You guys have spent probably like 3-4 hours doing all of this.
We can all go in, scout the place, and then scout the surrounding area to find a good ambush spot.
Yeah.
That way, whenever you leave, you know exactly where to go, and we'll know exactly where to find you.
How did your trip go to the font?
The fountain?
Font!
Oh!
We thought you said fountain.
And it was lovely.
It was really nice.
It was nice. We kind of
made
reconnected. It was great.
wishes
Yeah.
with
We
copper.
flipped copper in
and
it was great.
yeah.
Boss,
I
inwardly.
really forgot
And I was even
something.
drinking out of the mug.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
It's like-
It's so funny.
Realizing that there's someone here who is not in the group looking from the outside in, I realize how unfortunately correct he is. And I, filled with shame, go outside and flag a carriage for us to go to the Friendly Flounder.
Holy shit.
I feel like I won.
In a way, you've won, but in a way, we've all lost.
It's going to be 2 nib once again.
Oh yeah, I'm getting nibbed hard.
I feel like we have a couple
Getting
hours.
hit
It's only
right in the nibs,
midday.
man.
Y'all should go handle that. It doesn't take more than like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
But
okay.
it does take like 90 gold.
Yeah.
Take 90 gold.
You have.
Maybe you don't let them go on their own.
What?
Spitballing this here.
We've handled ourselves so well so far.
Yeah, we did a fantastic job today. I have a whole tavern that loves me
Then they
that
go with
we
them.
can get future information from.
And she's had.
Wait, you're going to the font and you're not taking me?
No, we're not taking
We're moving.
I think we should totally take her.
I'm like trying to push V. I'm like
I wish I had a
trying.
device to save that moment in time forever. So I could put that on my wall and wake up every morning and see that.
I give up on V and I just start pushing Harold.
Okay.
Who all is going with Voss and who all is not?
Apparently, I'm going with Voss.
I'll go with the 2 of them.
Thank you.
And
All right.
you
we'll
3
go
are going
with
to the font?
Okay.
Okay.
For brevity's sake,
mirror.
you go there. You can pay 90 gold each.
Hey, my
and get
curse
your
isn't
curse removed.
really that bad. I just can't tell people what my name is.
So 9 platinum is what that would cost,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
So if you don't want to do it, keep your gold. Otherwise, mark off the gold
Yeah,
and
see
you
how
may
that
lose
works
the item.
I'm not gonna go back to the group
No.
without being 90 gold short.
All right, I'll do it.
Okay. Good.
I ain't
That's
about.
9 platinum.
Yep. 9 platinum.
Oh man, the moment they uncurse it, I'm like, this is the ugliest mug I've ever seen. Fuck this mug. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that in a church. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. My name is Vio Miliana Gathala.
There it is.
So, also, like the coin, they have a box. It seems to be wooden but lead lined. They lock it away, your mug, and then you pull out the hand mirror and you see that there's a crack
Ew.
that goes through it because you haven't looked at it since the first time you got it. It was pristine. There's only 1 crack in it, and they put it away.
Did I do that?
I think every time
You say your name.
it cracks,
It gets worse. Wow, I'm glad you didn't continue to say your name.
Well, the first time it really hurt. It was a bad headache. I don't like headaches.
They lock it away.
Which is weird because I don't mind being punched in the face.
Yeah, or having all your limbs dislocated.
It's like migraines.
And
you
we're
know, it's
walking,
a different
and we're
kind
walking.
of thing.
And you're walking. All
Just,
right.
just like the other one, arcane locked, stowed away. They send you away. I'm sure that you guys are making your way towards the Friendly
Fountain.
Flounder.
Friendly flounder. Flounder.
Yep, but you guys are going to be an hour later than these guys will go to you.
Yeah.
You find your way to an area less saturated in the pungent smell, the entrails of sea creatures baked in the sun. But it's hard to escape that smell since it's baked into the loose cobblestone streets. The dock ward is like a living creature, as is every ward, with its own defining characteristics. This one is the smell and the darkness from the shattered street lamps. Typically at night, you can see all of the street lamps currently shattered, broken, disheveled. However, you do find one that does have some light where you are. the familiar flickering perpetual flame, not much brighter than that which gives Candle Lane its name. Where you found yourselves on the east side of the Way of the Dragon last time you were here, you are currently on the west, where it opens up onto Book Street.
You look around. You don't see anything that leads you to believe a tavern is anywhere on this thoroughfare. Your investigations instead have led you to a small hole in the wall fish market shop closer to the north end of the dock ward. Despite market hours coming to an end relatively soon, a door below a hanging sign of a wide fish and 2 eyes on one side of its body remains ajar, as if to invite anyone willing to enter.
What do you do?
Boss, we should go in there.
Well, before we go in, I'm obviously going to be the target, so I should probably go in separate ways.
We should go in there.
Yeah, you guys can come in afterwards.
We'll give you about 10 minutes or so.
I am...
Be careful.
I will unbuckle my longsword and give it to Voss. I'd like this back at the end, but I don't want to be too big of a target. Or I don't want to appear too strong.
confident.
I just figured you out. Sorry.
Understood. I stow it away in my long coat, trying to keep it obscure as I do.
And I'll go into the bar.
Got it?
Huh, okay.
I wait to the side.
I pull out my book.
As you enter, you go into a fish market. There's a store.
Okay.
There's there's 2 bar shelves. There's a couple of barrels with metal tins laid in fish of all various types laid out. Behind the till is a 6.5-foot tall, muscle-bound, bald man with thick black eyebrows and a handlebar mustache that cates down his rugged, square, thick jaw. He has a burgundy shirt with sleeves rolled up that reveal a few sailor's tattoos that decorate his forearms, depicting a nautical star, a set of crossed cannons under the water-deep crescent moon, and a few small birds. As you approach, his smile widens into a warm, nearly toothless grin.
Nice tats. And I give him the bald head nod.
Yep. I could say the same to you.
Thank you.
What's yours mean?
It's kind of my history.
Same. So, what fish you looking for?
Well, I was actually trying to find a drink.
He looks around at the other patrons and he pulls you in closer. Couple hours too early, my friend.
Fair enough. So, got any salmon?
Aye.
Take some salmon.
Okay. 1, 2.
Am I getting a whole salmon or are you
A
getting
whole
a salmon
salmon.
away?
No, a salmon.
Whole salmon.
1 salmon, if you could leave the head behind, that'd be great.
Okay, can do.
That's ironic.
Yep. Takes it, cuts the head off, throws it into a chum bucket,
It's him.
and wraps it up in a thick waxed paper.
How much do I owe?
It's 3 copper.
I'll give him a silver.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, just come back here once shop's closed.
Sounds good.
I
I walk out
oh,
Got it?
carrying my fish.
Yep. He's walking out with a paper like wrapped package about this long, about that thick, about that wide.
productive.
Well, I'm not gonna go directly to him because
Yep.
I don't want people to see me with him. So I'm gonna go stand generally in his area, waiting for a carriage.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the bar doesn't open for a few hours. Just talking off into the distance. So I'm gonna go for a little carriage ride. You guys investigate.
Okay.
Soon after, carriage arrives.
I take her by the elbow and gently lead her inside.
Put my book away.
Are you going anywhere specific? Or you just
Well, I got fish now, and I guess I'll go back to the house. How far away is that?
It's a little ways away. It'd be about a silver.
You got
You're
time to
like,
kill.
But I've got time to go there, drop off the fish for him.
yeah, you come back.
Victory
Yeah.
meal.
That's right.
When we're
Exactly.
done.
Exactly.
Or
Done.
a morning meal. Anyway,
So it'll be 2 silver gone to get back.
Yep.
Yep.
morning meal.
Inside, find a table to sit down on.
It's not. It's
not a bar
literally
yet.
Not a bar.
as you walk into this place. It is a 2-story tall building. There's nothing up ahead. It's just a tall ceiling. It is very shallow in depth. It is very wide, as if to mimic that of the fish it is named after.
Gotcha. Understood.
But there are 2 bar desks with displays of fish and barrels out with metal bins filled with all
Fish.
various
I
types
want to
of fish.
get an idea of entry.
Get it, flounder.
But this is not a bar. It's a fish market.
Nothing looks like a bar at all.
Nonetheless, I want to get an idea of entrances, exits.
The only other, besides the door you walked in, looks to be a solid metal door behind the till. Looks like a large icebox room.
How many people are in here?
There's about 4 or 5 right now.
Do you like something to eat?
Some coffee.
Do you just sell them raw, or do you sell anything prepared here?
It's fish market. You buy the fish, you cook it at home.
Is there a restaurant around here?
And he looks out the window and points across the street. Keep going that way. You'll make yourself cross the Dragon's Way and into the Trades Ward.
Thank you.
I'll take you out.
Yeah, okay.
And as soon as I do... Is there something amiss with you today? Something you want to say?
I am really drunk. I drank a lot today.
Yeah, you have. Any particular reason for that?
Oh. Well, good money was spent. Except V's drink. Nobody spent money on that.
Okay.
But, you know. I had a lot of fun last night.
You said.
Yeah. And you're a liar.
Yikes.
And you promised you wouldn't lie anymore, but then you lied to me. So not only did you lie, but you lied about promising. So that's like disrespect on top of a lie. That's bad.
Did Gariel ask you any questions?
Yeah, we asked each other questions.
Did she ask you any questions about the group?
Nope.
Did she ask you questions about yourself?
Yeah. It is kind of nice.
They seem that way. They all seem that way at first. And they lure you in with something. And they present an image that's nice and kind. And then the trap snaps shut.
But here's the funny thing. She didn't lie to me.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I really watched her for all those little things. Didn't see any of them.
Is it possible, is it conceivable, that in this woman's long history and experience, she is a very, very good liar?
Oh, well, sure. I mean, I believe the stuff you tell me.
Oh, damn, it's just, God. Why throw shade when you can throw the
It's
whole
almost
tree?
like I'm there.
That stung.
I'm hungry. Can we go get food?
Sure. And as we go over there, I said, I want to come back here and start, obviously, to get V, Harold, and Bentley whenever they show up, but also I want to start casing this place. So I'll take you to the restaurant.
Okay.
I will.
And then you're gonna go.
I will go.
Yeah,
but I
because
will
you know you gotta hide your face, because you're a wanted man. Oh, but you're out in the middle of the day. That's so funny.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah.
It's like the boss's worst nightmare.
Yeah, this is it.
Yep. I go find a restaurant.
Okay. You walk back down through Candle Lane, as that is the alley that is right across the street. You pass a very familiar warehouse.
Are there still guards outside?
There's not guards, but it seems to be boarded up, and the boards are painted blue. You know this to be the "Do Not Enter" of the Waterdeep City Watch. You pass over the Way of the Dragon and into the Trades Ward. It's very easy to find a restaurant, as that place you can find just about anything, and that is where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Oh, man.
You're just like,
You're coming back, right?
Once again,
I'm back for another one.
Once again.
Honestly,
You can't get
my
rid of
fight
me.
took like 2 hours.
it was a long fight.
It was
intense.
because
It was
coming
super
up
awesome.
against people with insane amounts of health.
And just
We
to be,
were all on a camping trip.
just to be clear, I'll have time at the house alone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
I ain't got nothing there.
Oh no. Dun,
All right.
dun.
Did we reach any bit goals?
No.
No.
Okay.
Got it.
So I will not be here next week.
Oh.
It'll be D3. Just me.
I believe you're gonna be out of town as well, Catkins.
He?
Are you gonna be out of town as well next week? Yep. So we're gonna be down, me and Catkins next week, as we finish up this.
Buttermeat.
Yeah.
Dirty Devon's
I'm
D&D.
sorry.
Yeah,
It'll
yeah.
be back
I will be on my way to Los
Always.
Angeles.
Oh no, it's only gonna be D3.
So, but
I'ma
yep. But I'll be tuning in.
Germany.
So, yep.
Wow.
But I will miss
Sorry.
you guys so much.
Thanks for letting me
Can
know.
I say something real quick
excited
about
about
the
it.
last episode with you guys coming out tomorrow?
Is it tomorrow?
It is tomorrow.
Oh, well, yeah.
The last episode of Stellar Arcanum featuring our guest cast of Dustin, Devan, Ethan, and Rhea is coming out tomorrow on iTunes and all the major podcasting services. So you should check it out. They are hilarious.
The juicy conclusion.
And they're
Dun,
also,
dun, dun.
apparently they've done something horrible to screw the rest of us over.
I
so-
can't believe you still don't know about it.
No, the only one who knows is Moretta because she does the editing.
Have fun with that.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be so good. All right.
Thanks for watching. And as always, be excellent to each other.
May you always roll with advantage.
Good night.
Good night,
Bye,
everybody.
everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye!